Hello! It's me. I'm here. To stream. I am alive. And I did have to load the game up beforehand so I could remember what we were doing, because I could not remember what we were doing. But the first thing I saw is Descend the Pit, so hence the title of the stream. There are a lot of pits in this game. There's an unreasonable amount of pits, I think, for being called pillars. I've seen a lot more pits. That's all I'm saying. But, hello! I spent the last few evenings playing Persona, as per the usual. And, it was a good time. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Pits of Eternity. Yeah. It should be called Pits of Eternity. It doesn't have quite the same ring to it, but you know what? Doesn't matter.
Hail, Estramor.
Hey. A thin, ragged man stands waiting on the barge, leaning on the oar. The oar. There's only one oar. To be fair, showers probably aren't a thing here. We were talking about that. Actually, we were talking about that in Gate, I think. We were talking about that on Gate. So on Friday. About, hygiene in fantasy type games. Yeah. Bad time. Did someone say shower? What's that? Hi, Filet. Hello. It has been a very long time since an outsider sought passage to the Burial Isle. What is this Burial Isle? I heard there's a pit there. It is a sacred place, for it sits upon the great works of the builders. There, by our ancestors, all our animfaths are laid to rest. Few go there, my friend. It is not a place where the living to walk. Okay. Is it dangerous? Dorval nods solemnly. Those I bring to the island return the same way, or else not at all. It is home only to the dead. Spirits, shades of the builders remain and watch over our Animfatha. God. They are bound to the island and protect it fiercely. Cool, take me there. Dorval inclines his head in acknowledgement. I will. Take care that you do not lose your footing. These waters have a fickle temper. Why is the water fickle? I thought it was just cold because, you know, those elves were freezing everything. An addendum. Find a court of the penitents. Aight. Looks like I still have...
This does look like Theos' kind of place.
What's that supposed to mean? Oh! Hello?
I remember when I was a girl, and the missionaries came and told us about the gods. They said we could see them in the stars. I remember when I heard that, I snuck out at night and climbed the watchtower in the old fort because I wanted to see them better. That fort burned down a few years ago when we cast the missionaries out. It was the missionaries who set fire to it. They didn't want us to be able to use it. Shame. There was history in that fort.
Well... they'll do a lot worse if they ever return. Those missionaries are all inquisitors now. Strange to think they're the same people underneath, but I suppose you would know. Oh. She looks at you. You called this place home once. Do you worry about it? I mean... our being here puts Credium at risk. At risk. I wish I could say I thought otherwise, but hearing someone else say it helps settle some things in my mind. I'm playing
I
both sides.
miscalculated many things since this began. I'm relieved you weren't one of them. It's a good thing we didn't hang you.
No, well, yeah, I wouldn't have gone very far.
I always knew this path would have consequences, but I never wanted to see Kratom suffer on my behalf. I don't think I can stay here any longer. I am told the Inquisition is gathering an army, that they have sent messengers to bargain with rulers from distant lands. Kratom is not built to withstand a siege.
Oh.
If war is coming, I should be doing what Theos is doing. I will need allies. Allies in a stronghold that can resist an invading army.
Cool, cool. I love playing both sides like this. It's great. You can feel words formed long ago rising in your throat like a toxic black bile. Have you thought about Oceanus?
Oceanus.
Oh.
They have held off many would-be invaders, and their king has no love of the Inquisition's faith. I wonder, would he listen?
I don't know. I couldn't even say his name. Oh. Hello? Spirits? Oh. Thank you? Oh. Thank you? I think? I don't know if that's good or bad. It didn't seem to hurt me, so... Oh, not Plugra.
Let's go!
Oh.
Die!
Let's go!
You're arguably worse.
Let's...
What did we all get infected? Touch of rot. She tried to rot us. Awakened Atra. Ooh. Well, this is... Whoa. What was that? You okay? Oh. Are you okay? Okay. You venture through a doorway into an underground tunnel. A staircase coils upward, leading to a dim passage. Oh, I don't have any perception. That's cool. On the upper level, light filters through the collapsed ceiling. A wall of piled stones and rubble blocks the way. I have no perception. I could clear it with a pry bar, or I can pull it loose. Pull it loose. The rocks are heavy and appear to be wedged tightly together. I don't care. You grab a large stone and start heaving. Dirt spills from the cracks between the rocks. Your efforts dislodge the boulder and it rolls free with a heavy groan. Hell yeah, my might. Oh no. Oh no. Other slabs and chunks of debris begin to break away. The massive pile creaks and rumbles, threatening to loose 1,000 pounds of stone around you. You step into the gap and brace against the shifting stone. You hold the rock slide in place long enough to slip through the breach to safety. Constitution 17. Hell yeah, bitch! Light breaks into the tunnel up ahead, growing brighter as you continue. Soon, the passage ends, opening up high on the cliffside of the burial isle. Hey! I'm so strong. How are you guys, though?
Were they made on curses?
I lifted a boulder, basically. Are you bullying Aloth? You stop it. You stop it. Connor, are you okay? Okay. I thought he was frozen in place. He might have been. He might have been, like, paralyzed and I just didn't see.
Freros, Ceres! Freros,
gonna say, is she trying to lay hands on me or on herself? Because I hope it's herself. Her health was so much lower than mine. Oh, there's my son! Where did you come from? Where were you? Ooh, boots of speed! Speed boots? Speed boots? Oh, I like having my con boots. Am I even getting con from them? I think I am. Shake my head. Paladins touching people without consent. Well, if she was touching herself... okay. I mean... as soon as that came out of my mouth. Okay, who gets speed boots? Who wants some speed? Do you want speed? Catboy. Speed. Also, should we swap baby? And now we're dealing speed, truly an R-rated stream. Well, what ability is that? Lay on hands? Yeah, it's a healing one. Look at all these traps I got again. Yep, lay on hands. At least I think it's lay on hands. Should we swap for another baby? You know who hasn't gotten any time? This puppy. Yay! Puppy!
I'm ready.
But yeah, she has lay on hands. It's healing. This towering stone creature is cold and slimy with fungal growth. Ooh. Its horns look sharp enough to saw through lumber. Horns? Horn. Oh, horns. I see. I see now. Those are horns.
Sure.
I understand. Oh! Hello? Oh. Oh. Sounds awful handsy. Well, paladins are awful handsy. I wonder if... Yeah, I had to go this way. Oh, there's so much stuff I didn't explore. I need to explore things. God damn it. Let me back through. Let me back through. I haven't explored it all. Curses. And I don't know what these things are. And why they're... like, flying into me. Hello? Oh. Thanks for the cash. That was probably sacrilege. That was definitely sacrilege. Oh. Oh, people are being burned at the stake here. Isn't that great? Puppy, no. Stay out of there. They burned people. That's gotta smell awful. I always feel better when someone feels me up. Do you? I don't like to be touched, in general. Unless, you know, it's a cat saying hello. I just realized that Valor and John Arenicus are both in Fallout 1 while they're voice actors. That happens. I mean, I do love to hear familiar voices. It's good. I used to be a lot better at recognizing them, but I have a harder time with some of them now. Obviously, I will always recognize Laura Bailey, because I just will. But some of them are a little trickier. Oh, oh. What are these? What are these? Oh.
Let's go. Oh.
Oh, God. Look at all these will-o-wisps. Oh yeah, and the Transcendent one is there too.
That's not very helpful.
Who made it friend? Who done it? Stop making friends. Stop making friends with the spirits. It's all fun and games until they go back to trying to kill us. Ooh, what is this? Angwithan Adraban amulet of might. It's too bad none of this shit stacks. Or, that would be great. I would take it. I need spirits to make friends, if you catch my drift. But Valet, you said you don't drink anymore. They try really hard to make sure you can't recognize them. Matthew Mercer, I've started hearing everywhere after watching Critical Role for the whole of Campaign 1. Yeah. I don't, that's why I don't have friends, lol. That's not true! You have friends on this stream. And you know it. Who else should have... Ooh. I could give more might to Eder. Would that help him, though? I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Make him strong boy. Hell yeah. Well, I do have a couple of friends IRL I keep in contact with. Know them since childhood. Man. I don't have any childhood friends left. Which is unfortunate. I had a bunch until I hit puberty. And then I only had 2. So, you know. Back when I was cute, everyone wanted to be my friends. Then I hit puberty and I wasn't cute anymore. I was just going through puberty. An exceptional battle axe. Okay. Yoink. How did I grab those? Who knows? Hashtag relatable. It's unfortunate, but kids are mean. Oh, more people. Oh my god! That's a lot of people burning at the stake. That was a lot. That was like a shit ton of people. Oh my god. Ah, sweet mushrooms. Oh, there were mushrooms down there. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need them. Oh. So... this was just a shortcut. Good to know. Good to know. Oh. Oh. Heh.
Another turn, Inquisitor.
Theos signals some unseen attendant standing beside a large crank. Hello, Fail. You came just in time for torture, I guess.
I ask again, Jovara Ixensios, do you confess to these heresies of which you stand accused?
He waits, but Iovara only stares straight ahead, her face stony, the creak of her restraints the only sound. I'm always on time.
Do you confess to apostasy?
I confess to renouncing a mistake.
I'm a wizard, Harry. She opens her mouth to speak, strands of thin spittle spanning from one lip to the other like a spider's threads.
Do you confess to conspiracy against the one true faith?
I confess to opening minds.
Do you confess to false prophecy?
I confess to following a false prophet.
I mean, really, Harry Potter himself was just... He wasn't a great character, you know?
Indeed. And where might we find this heretic?
Oh, a heretic?
He wears the robes of a Grand Inquisitor.
Oh, shit.
You have no followers here, heretic. Your lies hold no sway in the court of the penitents.
Oh. I never read them, I just know the memes. I read up to book 4. I got through, like, maybe a fourth of it, and I got so bored that that was it. But I watched all the movies and cried because that's what I do.
Only my truth, then.
But yeah, I got bored.
Another turn.
Oh god, not another crank. All I know is the author's a turf. Yeah, she's worse than that. I read all of them as a kid. I remember waiting in line in the middle of the night to get the last one early. That's precious. I only did that with Pokemon games. Hello, Bleach Black Cat. You're here for torture. Is she a racist too or something? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No! Wait! Wait! I'm ready. I'm ready.
Wait, who's racist? Oh, J.K. Rowling.
You are ready to give a confession?
I'm ready to hear one from you.
Oh man. God, this lady is tough. Theo shakes his head and points at the Inquisitor, and the scraping grind of rusted gears echoes in your mind as the apparitions fade away. God damn. Yeah, I've seen some,
If this doesn't inspire faith in the gods, I don't know what will.
some gifs of, Daniel Radcliffe now, and he seems to be doing great. Oh yeah, I swapped out to Puppy because this puppy hasn't seen any screen time. Anyone seen the Miracle Workers Dance with Daniel Dancing? Is that the one where he's in like assless chaps? Because that's the one that I've seen. Yes, okay. I've only seen it in GIF form, so. But also, yeah, we do have a baby. I forgot. We stole a whole ass baby. Down the pit we go. Time to see if the gods are on my side. Oh, I'm posting it on Discord. Nice. You need to import this save into Pillars too. A great pit lies in the shadow of the statue of Woodica. No light from the surface reaches the bottom, but even so, you catch flickers of a ghostly glow in the depths. A wind from the pit buffets you. It isn't cold, but it raises goose flesh along your arms. So it gives you goosebumps. Cool. The wind carries a whisper, low and sibilant. As you look into the pit, souls gather around you. They encase you in a cloud of essence that swirls around your body while you consider your next move. Jump into the pit! You jump, trusting the promises of the gods and the power of the souls to bear you safely down. Hope I don't die. The sudden drop takes your breath away, but the souls catch you, encasing you in a shining, thrumming aura. But while they slow your descent, you can still feel that you're falling faster than you should. The essence flowing around you is strong but chaotic. You find yourself drifting towards the wall. Splat. Oh no. You both said splat. Oh no. Pallegina falls with you for a moment, but seems oddly buoyant during her slow descent, feathers fluttering silently along her arms and the sides of her face. Suddenly, her golden eyes grow wide, and she shouts out, "Look out, Burble! The wall!" I don't have 7 athletics, I don't have 16 resolve. Reach for a companion, brace yourself. Reach out and touch faith. You reach out and feel a hand, strong and sure, wrap around your forearm. Well, then it's not Aloth. Sorry. It tugs you away from the wall just as you feel your toe grazing something. Look, we know it wasn't. You manage to spread your arms and legs into an X, steadying your position and the rate of your descent. You start to feel more comfortable until you notice that Aloth is still falling too fast. Aloth plummets, flailing out of control. You could attempt a rescue, but the ground is approaching fast. It will take a feat of speed and agility to avoid injury. Aloth! The ground is rising fast, and you're not quite fast enough. You snatch Aloth out of freefall, but you're unable to regain control over your own momentum in time. You take the brunt of the impact, landing hard against the millennia-old stones of the Court of the Penitents. Ouch. Ouchie. It's fine. Completed Act 3. Hell yeah, bitch.
After what seems like an eternity, your rapid descent comes to an abrupt end. You remain still for a moment while your heart settles and your eyes adjust, breathing in stale, forgotten air. Before you, a narrow and eroded walkway becomes faintly visible in the dim light, cutting a winding path through a cavern so expansive it seems a world unto itself. In the distance, you can make out the cold gleam of living Adra veins that spike and fork in and out of view from the murky depths beneath, their glow a faint and fleeting guide along the ancient trail. You look above at the opening you jumped through, now barely a speck of light like some distant star alone in the cosmos and forever out of reach. Your only way lies ahead.
Hope baby Vela is safe. Right? She's in the stash. So whoever's holding the stash.
That went better than I expected.
I think that statue of Woodica was watching us soil ourselves on the way down.
Everyone all right? No shattered knees? Good. Just me, then.
That was bracing.
I broke my ribs. No, I bruised my ribs. I mean, you're fine, Eder. I'm the only one who got ouchies. And also the puppy is fine. Oh god.
Nice and quiet.
I bruised my ribs in real life coughing yesterday. That's the worst. My dad once broke a rib by coughing.
Worth a look.
So. Coughing is the enemy. But it's the time of year where he and I both end up coughing a lot. So. Sucks. Oh. Bruce Sprain, I was gonna say. You guys terrify me of old age. Well.
That's not very helpful.
To be fair, he had pneumonia, so... Just don't get pneumonia, forehead.
Curses!
I mean, I've never bruised my ribs. So. And I cough all the damn time.
Finished.
Ribs are just weak.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I am relatively young. This is true. I feel myself aging, though, because my sister just had her 32nd birthday on the 25th, so...
That's it!
But she thought she was turning 33. So... She kept telling everyone, yeah, I'm 33 now. I was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. My older brother just turned 54. Jeez. The pillar tugs at your essence. A pulse from the world itself moves through it. Okay, there's a pillar. But guess what it's in? A pit.
Hello? Hello?
Kinda stop yelling at the spirits. Is it eternal? It looks like it.
Let's go.
My sister's turning 50 next month. God. Fail, are you my dad?
That's it! Curses! I'm blinder than a whorepoxed bat.
Is she a MILF? Is that something you ask the sun?
That didn't work. Need to try some.
Let's go.
Oh, I kind of wanted you to be my dad. Oh, Valet, that's silly.
Keeping an eye out.
Ooh. Scroll of Maelstrom. Not dad. Frowners. Nothing a few years of therapy won't fix. Oh, God. Blocking the door, blocking the door. Fail can just be everyone's pretend dad.
That's not...
You know what? I'm good.
Eyes open.
Look, I never even called my actual dad Daddy when I was a child. And I never got into it when I was older.
Worth a look.
I did start calling him father, though, when he upset me, so... And now that's the only thing I call him. So, you know. I want to... The pillar tugs at your essence. Another pillar. Rip. Yeah. It's funny because he doesn't know that. But my mom knows that. Oh! Hold on. Oh, I can't change. I was gonna change to the little one. I feel like he knows. No. He doesn't know why I started doing it. All I know is he said he doesn't like it. And I said, cool, father.
That didn't work. Need to try something.
No good.
LMAO cold. Happens.
That's it.
What's really funny though is that in this household, people like to copy the nicknames that I give. So like the nicknames I give the cats and whatnot. And so my sister has also started calling my dad father.
That's not very helpful.
So teehee.
No good.
My father almost cried the first time I called him father. My mother did cry.
That's not very helpful.
That didn't work.
See, now that's wholesome. I did it to be that daughter.
Got him.
Suck.
Ah, thank worthy.
No good.
That didn't work. Need to try something.
Well, it takes two, so as long as you're fine with it. Yeah. I mean,
That's not very
occasionally I'll call him dad. And
didn't
that's,
work.
you know, whatever. But
Let's go.
he and I have the same kind of relationship that I have with Chat. And that's the highlight of his month. My dad is basically a chat member in real life. So, like, yeah. Like, it's teasing, but sometimes you feel like it's not just a joke anymore. You know what I mean? That's the kind of relationship we have. Which is why Chat can't hurt my feelings. It's fine.
I've got it.
It's all good.
Finished.
An exceptional robe. Is it even good? I swear, I haven't changed anyone's armor lately. Soul Audra Prison. Soul Guardian Pillars. Most of the pillars are in pits, though. Well, now this one's giving off the vibe. Ooh, a diamond. You just leave a cut diamond in a jar? Or a jug? Or whatever the hell? A pot? It could be worse. A column of Adra rises above you, stoic and silent, its rigid layers a measuring stick for the passing of ages. It feels to you as a thick block of ice, and you perceive buried deep in its core a dim, flickering flame, all but extinguished, yet preserved against the ravages of the elements. At your approach, the flame seems to steady and draw strength, and the layers separating it from you melt away, and you are bathed in its glow, a bright beacon in the gloom. The glow seems to fade, as though you had adjusted to its intensity and where it was. Iovar steps into existence, an ideolic shade hovering above the moist prison floor. Though ageless, she appears somehow different to you now, a slight stoop to her carriage, perhaps, or a trace of sunkenness in her eyes. There's a broad scar across her face, fibrous and wormy where flames once lapped, unhealed even in death.
You've come back. I had thought to have set you on the right path ages ago. Or did I merely fail a second time? You are so different now from who you were then, yet much remains the same. Old troubles with a new face. What is it that has brought you here?
It would seem that I have unfinished business here.
I'd hoped after our last discussion you would find what you sought. Has it eluded you all this time?
I guess so.
I can only guess your presence here has something to do with Theos. The energy of this place changes when he is near. I don't know what he has done, but I do know of the souls that pass through here now. They do not come by choice.
Theos diverted them from the cycle. He seeks to empower Woodica and to blame Animancy for the damage he's caused.
After all this time, he would still stand against the tide.
Man, I had such a shit day yesterday. I proposed nothing. My girl forbade me from duct taping my old boots, so I had to get some new ones, and of course I got a blister. Then my idiot cat broke our French press, then my drug deal fell through, then my girl drank all the instant without telling me, and by the way, she has like zero time for me just because she's busy with her PhD. Such a lame excuse. Man, rough. What did I do yesterday? Worked. And then played Persona. It was aight. You knew me when Theos did. There's something I need to know about that time.
I will tell you what I remember.
There's something about that lifetime my soul can't let go of. I need to know what it is, and I'm running out of time. I see moments from that life, of you, of the Inquisition, of Theos. Her face needs some lotion, methinks. Probably.
I can see his influence, still hanging like a weight about your neck. So it always was. He had inspired something in you. We spoke of him the last time you were here also.
Oh?
It was just after the trial. You were agitated. I think because you started to consider that what I was teaching may have been true.
And what was that? Iovara's mouth tightens and her brow furrows, a look of pity. Her eyes shift back and forth between each of yours, as if looking for something that would help her decide whether to speak.
That the gods aren't real.
Oh. Pallegina throws her head back and laughs gleefully. Ha 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 ha! Of course not! It all makes sense now!
I'd dreaded the idea from the moment the Delimgon suggested it. And yet, it almost feels like a relief. She's not serious.
No, Edgar.
Nonsense! Clearly she has not been on the receiving end of a god's ire. She'd know how real the gods can be.
There's a theory puts my boldest to shame. But we ourselves have seen the gods' influence.
What I taught was that the gods whose faith we had been spreading were not gods at all, but something else entirely. Something created by people.
How'd you discover this?
The Anguithan missionaries all knew it, but they never told the rest of us. They meant it to be a secret that died with them, and in the end, they allowed their bloodlines to fade from memory. I had been assigned to join a few of them at a temple. I found the door to their chambers closed, but the room was stone and the door thin. Their voices carried. I heard enough. I investigated the things they spoke of, and everything was there, just as they said it'd be.
I mean, what is God if not something created by people? True. Maybe it's like in Planescape where the gods only exist because people believe in them? True. If you ask those who believe in them, they're generally something older than or other than that. Yeah. Later on, I left the Order. A few Anguithans found my words persuasive and joined my cause. They revealed what I did not already know. Who created these gods, and for what?
They were conceived by Enguith, a society of high minds and broad concerns. Theos' people. In their time, every people worshipped its own gods. Sometimes they warred over it. After a few wars of their own, the Anguithans sought an end to it. They devoted all their energy to finding the true creators.
I mean, it reminds me of how in Dragon Age Inquisition you find out that the elven gods weren't gods at all, they were just super powerful mages. Whoops.
Generation after generation, they prodded and worked the stitching of the world and unlocked its secrets. One day, they found an answer. Except the answer was no answer at all. There were no gods to be found. Or if there ever were, they were gone.
I mean, unaging, super powerful, so what makes them not gods? Fair. This game runs with that idea, though.
It shook them, this finding. If they could discover this on their own, how long until others would? How long before war and chaos reigned over a world without consequence? But they had mastered many things in their pursuit of these answers. And with their mastery, they crafted their own gods to fill the void, and sent missionaries to the corners of the world to spread their faith.
This is why you started your own faith?
I never thought of it as faith, but I think you are right to call it that. Let the world see. Let them decide what to do. That was my faith.
That's one thing I kind of don't like about these sorts of things. No one goes, okay, but they're still super powerful beings who can do what they want.
I became a missionary because the gods brought me hope that I wanted to bring to others. For a time, the truth sent me to a dark place. Then the day came when I realized nothing had changed, that I still had a purpose, and the purpose was the same and it was worth living for. I began questioning the other missionaries in public, exposing their parlor tricks. In time, their following became mine.
Is it true, what you taught? Pillars 2 basically censored. Redacted.
You asked me this once before. Nothing I can say would be any proof, and it may be certainty your soul craves. Resolution. But if you are bound for the same place Theos directs these souls, you will see for yourself, as you once did.
Cool.
Everyone faces this truth at one time or another. Few confront it. Few have the stomach to ask what if. And in avoiding the question, they deny themselves an identity of their own.
Iovar scans her audience in silence, her eyes thoughtful, lingering on each member of your company in turn, finding interest in things unseen.
What if all the tragedy, all the persecution, came in defense of an imposter?
That's not... That can't be right. Aethys, he's done miracles for people.
The power of the gods is undeniable. The truth of the story they weave is not. What if you had always been alone, without guidance?
Well, as poorly as I've chosen my guides, I suppose it would be a comfort to know that I'm free of them.
Which guides were those, Aloth?
The freedom has always been. It was the guidance that was the illusion. If all our common threads are spun from a lie, what's left to bind us together?
For thousands of years, the Angwithan lie clouded our sight. How can we claim there is no other way when we never had the opportunity to discover one? There are answers out there still, in places we've never thought to look.
Didn't you have Aloth with you at the end of Act 2? Is he saying that he believed in Woodica, though? By being in the Leaden Key? Because if so, then oh, okay. I just know he was in the Leaden Key.
What if neither guide knew the way? How then would you choose a course?
Weil teaches us that the gods cannot give you lasting wisdom. They can only inspire you to find wisdom in your own time.
I I mean, the key is the one making everyone worship the gods right and trying to stop people from studying souls.
What if even mastery over all things cannot answer the most basic of questions?
I stopped asking those questions long ago. It is enough to care for those we love with the time we have in this life.
Whale equals god who dances jig when people find out gods aren't real. You feel the weight of Iovara's translucent eyes upon your soul. What if we can be assured of nothing? Don't ask me questions. Come on, I can't answer questions. I meant in what his teachings are. I assume he would. Then all we can do is endure, and in enduring grow strong. Endure. Doesn't seem like they give us much choice in the matter.
The wheel would seem to grant us little choice in the matter. Yet surely we are capable of more than mere endurance. Surely when the truth is laid bare to all, this suffering can truly be overcome.
But can it? Also, don't call me Shirley. My name's Barabel. Aloth was essentially adopted by the fascists of this setting. As a lost and impressionable youth, his journey with you has broken him of the programming. Fair. Also, I knew Valet would appreciate the Dakon reference.
I ask these things not to trouble you, but to show why they must be confronted. No answer is simple, but somewhere between them all lies a truth so beautiful, not even a god could conceive it. Do we not owe ourselves a chance to find our part in it?
I mean... it's a hell of a story and hits very close to home for you. Aloth also is pretty much escaping from a super abusive household into a cult, which is sadly true to life. True! Oh my god. Oh my god. He's a cult survivor. I guess we do.
If that is truly what you believe,
Our poor elf
then you
baby.
are a far different person than the one I knew.
Fail, you literally joined a cult at one point? Oh god.
I've been alone here with my thoughts for so long now. I've found peace with my failures, and with my punishment. I no longer curse fate for what might have been. But there is one thing that has clawed and scraped at my mind all these years. One thing that will not be put to rest until I know. Until I understand.
I was 13 and they kicked me out, lol. Hey, any way out is a good way out, I guess.
I need to know why you chose to remain with the Inquisition, even after you'd learned the truth. Do you remember?
As she asked, the memory springs to your mind immediately, as though it had just happened. I'm gonna go with this. I was afraid of what Theos might do to me if I didn't agree to do it.
Boudica gifted him a great many things, but his ability to manipulate was always his own.
Tax evasion. It was called Fader Huset, or something along those lines. I can't pronounce. The House of the Father. It doesn't exist anymore. They dissolved after several convictions for tax evasion and pedophilia. So, a basic cult. Tax evasion, those monsters. And, what was the other thing again? Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Good. Good. The things I taught, the things I believed, I needed to hear that. I needed to know it wasn't because...
I hurry to say I wasn't abused. Because what? I needed to know it wasn't because after everything you'd learned, you'd still rather believe in a lie. If that is the conclusion people reach once they know everything, then my purpose has been a mistake. Did my opinion matter so much to you?
We knew little of each other before you arrived at my camp. You might have been anybody, which is why your choice meant everything.
Because I'm really into true crime. Also, I'm making this entire thing because I am anti-free abortion. I actually had to stop listening to my true crime podcast recently because they were giving me like high anxiety. So I'm on a break from true crime right now. Now it's all paranormal stuff. Like Bigfoot.
You had heard both sides, seen everything. If not you, then who?
In a twist of irony, Fader Hasset bought the deed to the squat I lived in later when I lived there and tried to kick us out. Interesting. I also grew up in a semi-cult, so I like reading about the cults and going, oh yes, glad that wasn't for me. You might like last podcast on the left. I tried to listen to their first episode, like, I don't know, 2 years ago now, I guess. Jesus. And it didn't click with me right away, so I typically listen to And That's Why We Drink, because it adds in both. They do like a ghosty one and then a true crime, but that's the one that's been giving me anxiety. So now I've been listening to This Paranormal Life, and I like that one. Let's see. You're never going to be able to convince everyone of anything, true or not. There will always be dissent. That is true.
I expected dissent. But I needed to know that true faith would prevail. Perhaps I've been wrong to place so much importance on one person's actions. It was all I could do to feel like there was an answer.
You might like the dollop if into American history. American history depresses me. As an American, it depresses me.
Even knowing what you've told me, some part of me knows it doesn't truly answer what I wished to know, nor will an eternity of silent contemplation. I will have only my guesses and suspicions, and that will have to do.
It's an American history comedy. I do
and what
like
of your
comedy.
Understanding of our past? Are you at ease with the choice you made?
I see the world differently now than I once did. I regret what I did to you and wish your forgiveness. I'm sorry.
You have always had my forgiveness, no matter your reason. There are circumstances behind that reason we all share. Knowing that, it is difficult to hold spite in one's heart.
Oh, it's easy to hold spite in my heart. They also had a mini-series on UK history and do a few other countries when live touring. Interesting.
At first I thought this might be the source of your soul's anguish. But now I see I was mistaken. You are not divided on this matter. You have put it behind you.
Oh.
It is with Theos that your agony lies, in sun and shadow. Your questions are not for me, but for him. And it may be that only an answer from the mouth of Theos himself will satisfy your needs.
Well.
Yet if there is anything I can tell you that would be of use, ask and you shall know.
Who would have guessed that reality is depressing? Why do you think I play video games all the time? Are you bound here until the end of time?
In a matter of speaking. This is Braeth Yamen, the court of the penitents. Souls are confined here until they repent. They must beg the forgiveness of a god, pledge their soul to them, and they will be lifted from this place to the world above. In truth, they receive leniency, but not true mercy. The spite of Woedica is eternal. They linger above, at the site of the old court, and are not permitted to leave the island, forever severed from the cycle.
Oof.
This prison was full once in the days of the Inquisition, but time weathers all things, even will. I'm the only tenant who remains. Yet, I feel their presence strongly now, as it was in the beginning. You have brought many of them here. They cry out for the judgment of Theos. You have struck some bargain with the gods, then.
Well. Better to be on their side than Woedica's.
Better to be on no side at all. Woedica may be the most dangerous of the gods, but make no mistake. Engwith built gods from ideals, and an ideal on its own is a grotesque and vicious thing.
Yeah, but if I didn't have any help from the gods, I would have died in this pit.
But these souls, these forgiven the gods have bequeathed you like chattel. They were loyal followers in life. They will be with you to the very end.
Let me ask you about something else. I know you're not gonna repent. This place, Sun and Shadow, what is it? Oh god. I could tell you what I believe, but again, it would be no proof. I have only what I have seen and what others have told me about it. There's only one man who can tell you now, who knows it to a certainty, and you shall face him soon enough. I will leave you to see it for yourself, make your own judgments. Better for your soul that way, I think. I'm going to post the YouTube link to their recent episode about wigs in 1700s America, and you can like or hate it, just give you an option aside from true crime. That's fair, and I appreciate that. How is it you speak Adiran? I speak no language now but the wordless expressions of the spirit. It is through my connection to you that I am able to draw upon your words and form them as my own. Radical? Do you know what it is I need from Theos?
I could not say for sure. But you have been to Sun and Shadow before, and it came at a crossroads in your life, when much of what you knew had been upended. I have to believe it will come to you there. Your concerns then were of loyalty and trust and the gods. Everything I told you seemed to send you further into doubt.
And when I say wigs in America, I mean there's one really angry guy in the colonies who hated people in wigs. Oh.
His words mattered to you when you knew him then. After you and I spoke, you went immediately to seek him out. Perhaps you simply sought confirmation from the man you trusted. If something from that time still troubles you, it may be something he told you then, or refused to tell you. He keeps secrets better than any in this world.
Also, that's the podcast that I learned about the riot over straw hats in the 1920s. Interesting. Why has Theos done all this?
He cares only for the secret he keeps locked away. He destroys anyone who might discover it, no matter their chances. That's why he's always favored Woedica. It isn't in her love of promises or justice. It's her disregard for the rules. Her willingness to do what is necessary. To Theos, she's not a deity, but an ally with which to conspire. When her power waxes, she does as she pleases with this realm, as well as hers. and she wants that secret guarded as much as he.
Because he's evil. Oh wait, no. He actually has reasoning? What? In my video game? It's more likely than you think.
If Theos succeeds, there will be a shift in the balance of power among the gods. Woedica was vanquished once, when the other gods decided she had gone too far, and her power diminished. With this infusion, there is no telling what she will do. The only certainty is that there will be chaos in their realm, as well as ours.
Chaos? How can I get Theos to tell me what I need to know?
You will not find a more resolute being on all of Eora. There is no offer you could make, nor spell you could cast, nor pain you could inflict that would make him reveal what he hides. But I see you have become a watcher in this life. Perhaps in defeat, when he can no longer defend himself, you might learn something from him.
Okay, so kick his ass and he'll tell me what I want to know? Radical.
Theos will not wait for you. If you do not catch up to him now, you may never find him again.
Cool. Yeah, bye.
Your soul deserves an end to its suffering. I'm sorry I wasn't able to grant it myself. May it come to you swiftly. If ever we should meet again, in this life or any other, I hope to find you at peace.
Now, wouldn't that be great? Peace. Open the door. Oh. I didn't change out to the other baby. I was gonna change out to the other Animat because, you know,
That's it!
he'd get to see the big versions of himself. I'll have one eternal sleep, please. Calling my shot, Theos was the good guy all along.
That's not very helpful.
Let's go.
Sacre tu! Verde Vedan.
Who's standing in the way? Oh, Pallegina. Okay, okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, get him. I mean, he did possess and kill a lot of people. He did. And he's caused,
Worth a look.
babies to be born soulless, which is worse than babies not being born at all.
Laying low.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. A sneaky, sneaky. Oh. Wait. Quick. Bring out the little man. Yeah, the little man.
Let's go.
Get him, little man. The end justifies the means. He's fighting overpopulation.
That didn't work! Need to try something else! That's it!
Roak 10!
Always late. You're doing great, Kana.
Vedan Ansawu.
You're doing great, sweetie. As they say, life finds a way. Oh. Ow! Bitch! Daybreak. Unique Morning Star. Two-handed. Jurassic Park music. They do travel in herds. Sorry. God. Okay, okay. Gotta go find Theos or whatever, I guess. They're pressuring me.
Eyes open.
Oh. You think they'd
So-
mind? Ooh.
It's true. The gods are a sham that people have followed for thousands of years.
You okay, Loth?
We've been lied to.
Oh no.
Our whole lives, and many lives before that. And it's led us to put our faith in a pantheon of gods that never deserved it in the first place.
Well, hmm. Hmm. Jurassic Park on harmonica. Huh. People need something to believe in. The gods, however they came to be, have served that purpose.
I'm surprised to hear you say this. It seems that much harm comes from imposing authority where perhaps none is needed. We've seen the atrocities that members of the Leaden Key have committed without even understanding why or for whom they act.
Now, I'm not saying everything you tell people is going to change their endings, but it might. Oh no. Oh no.
I've also been thinking. There won't be much left of Theos by the time you're done with him, if I know how you operate. That will leave the Leaden Key headless. Perhaps it's best it stays that way.
Hello, the Rog. Oops, death to Aeloth. Oh god. I would cry. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Then let's face Theos. When this is all over, I'll make sure that no one is able to commit his abuses again.
Oh no. That sounds like a threat. Whoops.
Quiet!
Quiet. I'm sorry. But how will I play video games if I'm dead? And how will I play video games within video games if I'm dead? Which is a thing that I've done. Playing Persona. Oh my god, it's so...
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we note a rather sharp drop somewhere around here?
Did we? Wait for your Game Boy to die and it'll meet you in the afterlife. What? What is this? Floor falls out under us. Please, God, no. Oh. Thanks. So have you installed Pillars of Eternity 2 yet? No. Oh no. Are we that close? I didn't even finish anything. Might want to do that soon if I recall. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I see you enjoy the parallel lines formation. It's my favorite. What did I do? What did I do? Well, I lit this place up. Would be terrible if there was a trap there.
Aren't you?
Whoa!
Look at that. A city to put all others to shame. And long lost.
Incredible! I knew the builders could work wonders, but this is amazing!
Can you do that again? I had something in my eye. I missed most of it.
So, the way Aelith said full of surprises, that got me, if you couldn't tell. From the, sound that I made. That sure was a sound that I made. Basically just me going, ooh. Ooh, a diamond! I mean, are we really that close to the end? I never did Eddar's thingy. His quest. I didn't finish the other one, the DLC. For White March. Oh, jeez.
That's it!
And Ethan shades.
No good.
Kinda give me the heebies. I'm not sure how close you are, but might want to install it before playing next time just in case. Oh god. Next time being literally tomorrow.
Keeping an eye out.
Not too late to do Eddar's quest. Are you saying I can leave here and do Eddar's quest? Because I'll ditch this place. I mean, I'd finished all the side quests myself before this point, so I recall it going a bit quick, but I was just racing to the end. Fair. I was assuming. I honestly do not know. Heck. Oh. They had this boy chained up.
Found something.
Oh, now I'm gonna take a rib? Gauntlets of Swift Action. Cool. Lots of, quick action. Hi there, I'm Caldo, and this is my brother Chrome. Let me look at it. Let me look at it! Why can't I look at it? Do I have to be, like, over here? Ah. Chalky bits of bone break away between your fingers. What? You saying I touched it? Why would I just touch it? Time to do this again. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look what I did! Whoops.
Curses!
Curses. I'm gonna need you to...
Ulu
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, big whoopsie. I turn it into a pig! I can't. I already know I can't without clicking on that. Dragon D's nuts.
Let's go.
Die, Drake.
Sacre!
Drakes are so dramatic. Also, we're not even hitting it, actually. Hello? Oh, they usually come crashing back down. I'm a little disappointed, not gonna lie.
Sure.
I mean, they usually all just come crashing back down. It's a Shadow Drake. Well, yeah, but the Shadow could have crashed down and then whoosh, disappeared. That would have been cool. Right? Right? That would have been cool. Ugh. Whoop. Yoink. Thank you. Oh. A lone segment of the bridge rises over the ruins of an ancient city. It looks stable enough, but the wide gap leaves little room for error. Where would I be jumping to? Just across? Is there something over here that I want? Seems safe for the baby. Right? Fuck it. Jump! Oh no. Aloth gets a running start and leaps over the gap. However, Aloth cries out upon landing and collapses on the other side in a tangle of limbs. Did you sprain your ankle? Aloth? You know, you didn't have to jump over with me. Aloth misjudges the distance and falls short. Aloth manages to grab the jutting lip of the bridge, legs dangling over the empty space. With a painful gasp, Aloth climbs to safety. Aloth. Aloth. Sprain your wrist? This time? Okay. Take a nap! I'm gonna. I didn't want to take one before.
A single man might change the course of destiny.
A woman might. Smiles, flips hair. I don't... Wait. Bearbell doesn't have long hair, does she? I forget because she's had a hood on this whole time. You don't go for the easy questions, do ya? Why do you ask? Kana sighs. There are people, yourself included, who seem to change the world around them just by passing through it. And then there are those who maneuver and scheme, pulling strings from the shadows, and by that method, topple dukes. Wait, you're not planning on assassinating anybody, are you? About time you took a more active approach. Who we killing? Who we killing? I mean, you're not planning on assassinating anybody, are you? No, what's this really about, Kana? What is it? I wonder if I haven't been going about this wrong. No, not the murder part. I wanted to bring back an artifact and have it solve all of Ruatai's problems for me. After all we've seen and done, I'm not sure would have helped. No, probably not. Hello? Also, Aloth was fine. They have to get like 5 injuries before they die, right? He's just spraining all of his limbs. Because he's a gangly elf man. Oh god, another Shadow Drake, of course. Bullying Aloth! Would you? Would you? Could you? Not? Just for that, you get the suck.
Curses!
Oh, he didn't get to do the suck! He got interrupted! Boo.
No good.
Boo. Hiss. Oh my god, stop killing my boy!
No. Freros, Ceres.
That's so rude. You're so rude. Leave him alone.
That's it!
He is just standing here. Friend? Not friend.
That didn't work!
Wow, the friend thing really only lasts for like a second, huh?
Sacre Thu!
Hell yeah, paralyzed.
That's not very helpful.
Goodbye. My people need me. In the sun. Question marks. Well, there's a door here. I assume that's something. That's probably where I need to go.
Be cautious. Be constant.
So I'm not gonna go that way. I swear if that's not where I needed to go, I'm gonna be so upset.
That's it!
God, why are the Angwithan shades like so creepy? And why are they all ganging up on Aloth? Please. Please. What do you have against the man? Is it because he's an elf?
Laying low.
Scroll of Wall Flame. Cool. Cool. There's something down here. We'll just have to look. Hell yeah, look at this little man. Run. Run. It's like he's trying to hide under Kana's cape. Which is adorable. Adorable. Exceptional scale armor. A gun! It's a blunderbuss, though. Oh, or is down where I'm supposed to go? Now I don't know. I'm gonna walk through the door. But this seems like... This seems like the place to go. Yup. Bye. See ya. Changed my mind. I have changed my mind. What's down the stairs? I have to know. even though I will probably forget about it. Oh, I just can't. I just can't. Okay. Alright. I guess. Oh, and I left some loot here. Yoink. Back in I go. Back in I go. Thank you for the follow. Hello? Theos? Okay. Just looking at my paths. I don't like the sounds in here. Potion of Bulwark against the elements. Oh, radical. Let's do this, Leroy Jenkins.
Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen?
No. No. Oh god.
I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. But you will answer to me as well.
Okay. Alright. Sounds like a threat? Because it was a threat? Oh. Do you see our shadows down here? What the fuck? Why are our shadows doing that?
I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Oh. Oh.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things as I was. Osionis. They have held off many would-be invaders.
Oh no. Not me quick saving after everyone.
You are ready to give a confession?
I am ready to hear one from you.
Hello? Hello? Oh. Guess we'll level up? I guess we'll level up? Athletics. Unstoppable. No, I think I want something like reflexes. Sure. Sure. You don't really need anything, I don't think. Beast Slayer, Primal Bane, Ghost Hunter. I might give him Fortitude. I know leveling is the most thrilling thing to watch, but it must be done. It must be done. Oh. Only 2 spells he can learn here. Sure. I guess I have been giving him a lot of spells. Always bonus spells. Done. Pallegina. She's got 10 athletics. Girl. Girl. She athletic as hell. I don't even know what to put these in, so I won't. So I won't. Sure. Sure? Sure. Next. Next. I'll give you more athletics. More 3rd level spells. But he's not learning any spells. Boo hiss. Kana! You... I'll give a little more athletics too, even though you're not very athletic. What does this do? Calls forth a Drake. Revives allies. Attacks enemies in 7 directions around the chanter with bolts of freezing ice. Empowers allies in the area of effect with bonuses to Dex, Perception, and Intellect. Or Might, Constitution, and Resolve. God, imagine if I had even more might. Yes, please. Give me even more might, please. I'm gonna give him this. Okay. Okay. Now what the hell? What are we doing? What in the Sam Hill? Still not as mighty as Vogiln the Mighty. I don't know, I mean, I'm pretty mighty. I'm just not as drunk. Oh no. Aw, shit. You've come to a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Your thoughts are yours, and not yours, and they are all questions. Ah shit, here we go again. At the base of the pillar stands Theos, a look of concern on his face as he notes your approach. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all others, spinning madly in your mind, but you don't dare ask it yet. You need some admission from him first, some hint of the veracity of your suspicions.
You are far from your post, Inquisitor. What brings you here?
How many times we gotta do this, old man? How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man? Your mind races, weighing different angles of approach, your emotions barely in check. What is this place?
We are in a sanctum holy to Utica. There are others like it in service to the other gods. I come here often to pray for her counsel, and in this space I may be assured that she hears me.
I don't think we've done this, old man, at all yet. Wait. That machine behind you, what does it do?
It has many uses, but its purpose is to bring structure to the chaos that surrounds it.
Incorrect. It does the opposite. All these statues, who are they of?
They are monuments to Woodika's greatest servants among my people. I hope to join them myself one day, but my work is not yet complete.
Was Iother telling the truth?
That woman sought only to destroy the foundations of peace and civility that my people sacrificed everything to build.
Why do the statues turn to dust, sir? Except for certain things like diamonds and money? Was the entire Inquisition based on a lie?
The Inquisition was based on the need to cut the flesh from a rotting wound.
Uh-huh. You are shaking now, having lost all patience for tact. No more evasions. You have to know everything you believed, everything you've done for the gods. Did you lie to me when you said the gods could end suffering? Thea says nothing. Are there no gods?
What is a god? A higher power? A rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked? Something men can turn to in their darkest moments when their days seem only like bridges from one tragedy to the next. Our gods are all these things.
With Theos' every word, you find yourself losing control of a boiling cauldron of rage and doubt and fear and hopelessness until you can take it no more. Are there no gods?
We are in a sacred place within earshot of the gods themselves. This is not the time. You've been through much these past few months. You will return home and you will rest. When you feel you have recovered, you may rejoin us at the trials. The Inquisition is far from over, and I will have need of you.
No.
There are many who continue to spread the lies of the apostate. The Inquisition will not end until we have pronounced judgment on all of them.
His eyes linger on you, and there's no mistaking the threat behind it, and your rage shrinks at the image of an iron wheel in your mind, monolithic and caked with the dried blood of thousands. You do not ask your question again. Oh, understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, shit!
How did you find it?
His judgment ain't got shit on Valor's. I didn't. It was Lady Webb.
Another in a string of acts of petty defiance. For all her knowledge, she always preferred spite over reason.
She loved you.
Then she should have obeyed. I ask one thing of all my followers. She was incapable. A waste of rare talent and intellect.
Blind obedience is a lot to ask of someone with a mind of their own.
What of your cohorts, then? They have followed you to their deaths. Is it loyalty that brings them here? Or is it, as my agents suggest, that they have no direction of their own? You worshipped Aethys, did you not?
Uh-oh. You leave Eder alone.
Your spies are good. What gave me away? The cape?
Eder, you're not wearing a cape.
Yet when your god needed you the most, you chose your country.
Hey, don't insult our minions.
We were being invaded. Not by anyone who was acting like a god.
Then I should think your hometown gave you a hero's welcome when you returned.
They gave me one. It didn't last, but what does?
Neither faith nor loyalty in your case, I think. Your god deserved better from his follower.
Eder's body tenses, but he catches himself. He shrugs, but bitterness is draped across his face.
You have devoted yourself to studying the work of my people. Why?
Oh no. Leave Kana alone.
I thought your people had much to teach us. That we too could create great machines, improve our ships, make an empire as vast and impressive as yours ever was, built upon your secrets.
Druidcat has the best exchange in this.
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to understand? That their comprehension is beyond you?
Do you understand? It's beyond you. That's what John should have said. Wait, he probably did say it at one point. You do not need to understand. You're all stupid. I know better. The Angwithans weren't an infallible race. You were never gods. All your petty experiments, your heinous crimes, your glorious achievements, you were just people, and your time came and went. Angwith is a lesson now for those who remain.
You are living in the time of my people, Amawa. You owe them more than you will ever comprehend, and so it shall ever be. Greater civilizations than yours have attempted to reclaim what we buried. The greater their successes, the worse their fates in the end. I have seen to it.
Okay, petty bitch.
What of you, Orlin? My agents tell me you are far from home, both in distance and in years. Have your friends proven a worthy distraction from the pain of ostracism?
So also, if I recall, answers to this would also depend on their side quests. Oh.
Ostracism? Is that the name for the groin rash your mother gave me? Don't fool yourself, old man. You know nothing about me.
Hiravias, really? Your mom? Lol.
Enlighten me, then. Is it Galawain you serve, or is it Wal?
That was edgy.
I give both gods their due service, but I am servant to neither.
But such difficulty on the way. If you had only accepted that perhaps you were fit to serve neither god, just as you were unfit to serve your tribe, you might have saved yourself the trouble.
My tribe was unfit to serve me. And yes, I'm not fit to serve any god. I need only serve myself. Can you claim that, Theos? Are you your own master, or are you just Woodika's wet nurse?
Oh. And yes, Irenicus did say that understanding is not required. Just look at Discord. That's right. That's right.
I serve all people better than they will ever know. Better to live a competent servant than an incompetent master. I understand your Duke's bells gave you a mission.
Oh no.
Their orders do not absolve me of my greater responsibility to the safety and well-being of the republics.
No, she said republics this time instead of republics. You might want to skip over this one, Theos. Don't want to pick a fight you can't win.
Yet you disobeyed. Something you already have a reputation for. They will know, of course. If it had been for a worthy cause, they might have forgiven you. But I don't see them pursuing animancy after seeing what it's done here. They trusted you, and you disappointed, as you always have. And you will again be disowned.
We do the best we can, but we all fall short eventually. Yet there's still time enough for me to make amends. In any case, I wouldn't be so smug about my fate, Theos. I imagine Woodika responds to disappointment much more severely than even my dukes.
State your name and purpose, young acolyte.
Oh no.
My name belonged to the gods and my hand to their service. No more.
You serve none but yourself. Without contact with your order, you can have no higher purpose. Only the base concerns of the flesh. You have cast yourself from our ranks.
And I should have done it years before. I'd rather live in uncertainty than servitude.
And that uncertainty would lead you where it leads everyone. To doubt, to emptiness, to the many cruelties inspired by disbelief. You will have to forgive your Grandmaster for remaining skeptical of his initiate's choices. You are here because you are lost. The gods cannot reach everyone, I'm afraid. May you fare better in your next lives.
He directs his gaze at you.
I gather you have had your soul awakened. Why else would you shadow my footsteps like some stray mongrel? You think I have something to offer you, but our business was concluded long ago.
Well, one of us is gonna die in this room. You may as well admit you lied to me before that.
I answered your questions once. That your soul is not fit to accept the answers is of little concern to me. I lied to no one. Not to you, not to anyone. The gods are real. They are everything we need them to be, and the world is better for it.
Kill. Okay, we have nothing more to say to each other.
Hear me, Woodica. Your servant calls for aid. Croak 10!
Ow! Uh-oh. Oh my god! Oh my god! Grow Act 10! Oh my god! Okay. Well, this is... No, this is fine. No, this is okay. This is fine. This is fine. We're fine. It's fine. We're fine. Where's my lightning? Where's my fucking lightning? Oh god, don't die. Okay, alright, okay, cool. Yeah, radical. Oh, he almost died! Oh, my boy! Oh, did we knock him down? Fuck him up! Fuck him up! No! Fuck him up! Better! Fuck him up! He can't. Cheater! Cheater! I'm trying to fuck you up! Die! Aloth, no! Okay. This M may be bad. This M may hap a little bad. Okay, come on. Come on, boy. I say kill the Titans first, but I'm also a noob SCS Insane player. I see what you're saying. I understand. I'm afraid. I'm terrified. Who needs... I guess if I was gonna give it... Here we go. No, I seriously don't know what to do here. Different games. Yeah, that's true. They are very different. Oh god. Oh lord. She's gonna have to heal herself. Healing chain! Yes, please. Who needs the most healing? You do. Kill him first, if I recall. I think he possesses them and then you can hurt them. I mean, I was going after him because, you know. I'll never be as good at Baldur's Gate as Florida Man. I feel like I should... Wait, Hierovias, don't you have a revive now too? Or did you not get the revive? I don't have any corpses. Never mind. Never mind. Just kidding. Like, he can only be hurt until he takes over a statue, and then that can be hurt. I see. So that's that thing I was seeing earlier. This. Just cast Insect Plague? I should. But the lightning is also very good. Because the lightning causes stun. See, and then when he's stunned, he can't attack me while I'm being murdered. I am to be murdered. God, Christ. Bugs, then lightning? Lightning and bugs? Girl, I don't know what to do with you. Oh god. I mean... Lightning bugs! Oh god.
Enough.
Jesus Christ.
Got him.
I have.
No. 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 Okay. Don't attack each other. Just attack this fuck.
Well now.
Lava.
Where's... Maybe this will help? A sun lance? A greater blight? Sure, fuck it.
Yeah. Please help me here.
I'm sorry, Kana. I'm sorry. Who's he attacking? Eder. Okay, good. Good. Sacrifices have to be made. They do. And better them than me. Oh no, he turned them against us again. You fuck. You fucking fuck. You fucking fuck. You fuck. No. No. Stop it. You attack this man. Don't go after Catboy. That's rude. No, that's probably not gonna work. Did this give me... Yeah. I say we sacrifice the elf? Wow. Oh, shit.
You big fella.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh my god, they're like down. Like down, down.
Lava room beyond. Artek wood. Lava room beyond sea.
Summon worm.
Damn it.
No, not the worms. Just go down, old man. Oh god. It's just a war of attrition at this point.
Me, Woodica.
Hell yeah, bitch. Fuck you. Eat pant. Coincidence that he's eternally spamming pillars of fire? Right. And now we drink! At your feet rests the body of Theos, hollow, the dense wrinkles shaped by the silent shouldering of an eternal burden now smoothed across his color-drained face. His soul remains still for the moment, defenseless, its energy expended in defeat. It lies sprawled across his body like a death shroud.
All those lifetimes, spent to preserve a single vital secret. I can't imagine having that much certainty.
I hope this is the end, but what's to stop him from being born again with the same ill intent? And before you suggest the option, no, I'm not eating his soul. I'll put almost anything in my mouth, but not that.
You hear that? He'll put almost anything in his mouth.
Theos followed his mistress's orders too well. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse that he will remember this again one day after he makes it through the wheel.
But what if he bites? Oh, he does. He's a cat boy.
Some point, you have to look at the things your god is telling you to do. And ask yourself if it's worth it.
He spent his lives, more than any of us will ever know. For what? Binding the world to a lie. Could a man like that ever be redeemed?
I just felt a weird cold wave shoot through my body. Oh. With a deep breath, you plunge into Theos' soul, and where in Brackenbury it had been a maze of narrow corridors and dead ends, now it is expansive and borderless, its walls crumbling into heaps like the ruins of Engwith as you pass through them. Just the idea of chomp. You travel for what seems like ages, rushing to a known destination, a memory you've glimpsed once before. At last you see it, no more than a pinprick of light at the end of a long tunnel, expanding slowly at first, then quickly as you near. You come out in the room you are standing in now, but it is new and pristine and filled with people, thousands of them, all turned towards the great Adra pillar and the machine that encases it. Theos stands at the machine, and you are one with him now. You look out at the crowd, at faces of shriveled old men and cherub-cheeked little girls, at mothers bouncing infants to quiet them, and fathers clapping their children's restless hands. And watching you with somber acceptance. A woman with tears in her eyes gives you a small nod. Clasping. Okay. I was like, what does that mean? Clapping children's hands? It's like, they're like, hooray. Fuck, I can't read. You turn back toward the machine, your breath constricted beneath the weight of unwanted knowledge, preparing yourself to set out alone on a journey without end. Clapping. You close your eyes and open them again to find the machine still in front of you, beckoning. You take your place in front of it and place your hands upon a large mechanical disc at the base of the great crystal column and speak a single word. Giant rings creak to life, building speed, setting arrays of carved draconic mouths aglow and sending tremors through the platform beneath you. The entire room shakes now with the force of the accelerating machine, all sound drowned out by its deep, deafening thrum. Is this GG? I don't know. Brilliant tendrils of light are outward from the pillar in all directions, and you look over your shoulder to see them engulfing the crowd, burning them brightly like hot iron. One by one, the tendrils disappear, leaving ashen effigies where people once stood, many of them disintegrating into gray heaps under the stress of the tremors. You look above to the Adra pillar, and a glowing spherical mass has begun to coalesce atop the column where the arcs converge. It grows and pulses, translucent and bulbous like some immense chrysalis, suspended in slow rotation as though it were being spun from the arcs of light. When the last arc disappears, the spectral mass hangs a moment, no longer rotating, so bright you must shield your eyes with an outstretched hand, and it seems to you as though it is looking at you. You bow your head in acknowledgement and look back up to see it melt into the pillar like a warm candle wax. The pillar flares with a flash of light bright as the sun itself, then fades to darkness. The machine slows down to an abrupt halt, and when the last echo of its grinding cogs has passed, the chamber is still, and you are alone. From all sides, reality begins to bleed in through the memory, and you find yourself in your own skin once more, looking down on Theos' lifeless body. You sense a listlessness to Theos' soul, an overwhelming fatigue that hinders its immediate escape and makes it vulnerable to manipulation. You feel as though your victory has given you some kind of hold over it, and you are able to do with it as you please. Oh. So, I get to choose. Return it to the cycle. You'll remember this, Theos. Remember that no man can hide the truth forever, and all you've done was done in futility. Your memory shall be your penance. Tear his soul apart. I do not envy you, Theos. I, of all people, realize the sway memories can hold. It is time you were granted peace. Banish his soul to Braith Emon. Theos Ix Arcanon. There can be no forgiveness for your deeds, only justice. You shall escape judgment no longer. Destroy all memories contained within. Your memory makes you a slave to your own past. Perhaps it can't be undone, but it can be forgotten. It shall trouble neither of us any longer, or tear his soul apart. You caused me great suffering, Theos. You do not deserve to exist. Well, if I'm supposed to be benevolent and honest, those are the two main things. What would Bearbell do since she cannot lift him? Since she can't lift him to solve her problem, what would she do instead? Honestly and benevolently tear him apart with a smile? Well, if I tear his soul apart, that means there'll just be a bunch of parts of him, and will he be like that dragon who finds the people who share his soul and then kill them to get his soul back? Means he's dead? This one's dead. Souls always break apart in this game, if I recall. I think soul breaking is dead, but are you mean or nice doing it? I see. I think Bearbell would return him to the cycle. You will remember this, Theos. Remember that no man can hide the truth forever, and all you've done was done in futility. Your memory shall be your penance.
Some acts cannot be forgiven, it seems.
I suppose we'll see if he can rise above that.
You can feel the pull of the intricate capillaries that rise up from the depths below the chamber. Many are bound up with the great pillar and would pass to Whitaca, but some are filled with the souls of the dead, bound for somewhere else entirely. And you know these are paths of rebirth. Stretching your presence as far as your spirit will allow, you make contact with one such path, and between it and yourself you open up what feels like a long tunnel, sheer and undulating like the gullet of some enormous beast. Oh? You shift your focus to Theos' soul, clinging weakly to its vanquished shell, and with all of your concentration you wrench it free and send it hurtling through the channel until it passes into the Adra vein and can be felt no more. In the stillness that follows, a single word echoes through your mind, a word you spoke when you were the one with Theos in an ancient memory. You realize it is the word that activates the machine. Look at these poor fucking boys. I guess I get to talk to everybody now. Aelith first.
Astounding. I always knew the Leaden Key stood for something big, but I didn't quite realize what I'd gotten myself into. And now, you're in the middle of something even bigger. With a decision that will affect millions.
God.
But even if you send the souls somewhere specific now, who knows what the next turn of the wheel will make of them? We can't really control what happens to them. Nor should we try. I had to see the monster Theos had become to realize that.
Maybe so.
It's your decision, of
Oh,
course.
God.
And whatever you decide, I'm glad our paths crossed in Gilded Vale.
His voice suddenly got louder. Hello? Aloth? Eder?
Theos, he had hold of your soul from a long time back, seems like. You get what you needed from him?
I got an answer to an old question.
Well, those can be hard to come by. But maybe that's best. Forces you to find your own footing. You'll be feeling better soon then. Good. That's real good. You got it figured out what you're going to do about all that?
No.
Got a lot of people out there thinking they've been abandoned by their gods. There's not much that'll put the fear in you more than that. You can take my word for it. If it was in my power, and I know it's not, but if it was, I'd find a way to give them the courage to face it. Not because they think there's some god looking out for them, but because they've just got it in them. And after what you've been through, though, I'm sure you got your own ideas. Better make it good.
He winks. Hey, don't wink at me. Hey, don't wink at me. I'm weak.
So much for Theos, then.
The membranes of Pelagina's golden eyes sweep out and retract as she gazes into the great machine. Okay, weird. Weird way to describe that.
Now you have a chance to set things right, back to the proper order of things. It will take the Dyrwood generations to recover, but at least these souls will find their way back to the wheel, as it should be.
Make up your damn mind already, Eder or Aloth. That's my secret. I can never make up my damn mind. Hervias, are you, alive?
Victory looks good on you. There was a blur about your soul that lingers no more. Seems putting Theos to rest has given you some measure of inner peace. Of course, now you need to decide what to do with these trapped souls.
Why not both? But I speak out of turn, he says with a blush. Oh. This is your decision, my watcher friend. You should trust your own instincts. I'm honored to have been a part of your journey, regardless of what happens next. Eder looks a bit like my dad. Want me to introduce you? No thanks.
We've come to the end of it, my friend. It has been an honor to walk this road with you, and I will regret our parting.
He actually does, though. I'm not even kidding. It's fine. I've come to realize that, the only thing is my dad's 62. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not super into big age differences. I'm only 28, you know. For other people, like, whatever. But for me, I can't do it. I will not stay in Ruatai long, I think. If it means to change, I see there is nothing I can do to stop it. But there are many places yet to see, mysteries to unravel. Kana inclines his head. And while I cannot say I aspire to match your fierceness, I cannot deny it saved us on many occasions. I thank you. No, thank you. Thank you. He's nowhere near as chill as Eder, kind of an asshole, actually.
Right.
I can't even loot Theos? He didn't even have anything? With your companions bearing witness, you step up to the place where Theos once stood before his people long ago. The great machine lies in front of you, idle, ready. You've seen this machine and others like it in operation. You understand how it works. It is a device for directing souls. As a watcher, it would be a simple matter to influence that direction. Though as big as the machine is, it may be the last thing you ever do. Oh. Am I gonna die if I do this? There's a shrieking of stone grinding against stone as old cogs loosen and begin to turn. You have only moments before the souls will be sent into the Adra vein. This will be your only chance at redirecting them. Send the souls back into the reincarnation cycle. Return the souls to the bodies they were intended for. entropically disintegrate the souls, ending their existence. Distribute the essence to existing souls in Deerwood to strengthen them. 3, Frere Dallas. No. I... Hmm. 4 is pretty cool, no? Distribute it to existing souls in Deerwood. Isn't that something someone wanted me to do? I remember someone saying that that's what they thought. Like, in-game. Isn't that kind of like soul cannibalism? Is it? I don't know, I'm asking you. Well, I'm asking you! I don't know anything. You're the watcher after all. Oh no. Not 3. The rest seem good. Yeah, I'm not gonna disintegrate everything. That ain't nothing new. Christians eat the flesh and blood of their savior. That's true. I'm gonna send them back to the bodies they were intended for. You close your eyes and expand your perception outward, taking in the immense totality of the tens of thousands of souls orbiting the chamber. Your grasp on the souls is tenuous. You find yourself fighting to keep them all within your influence, and you can feel them slipping away from you as the machine gains speed. A brief moment... Oh, achievement unlocked. Won the game. Hey, I won the game. A brief moment comes when it feels as though you hold all of them at once, and their force is so great it feels as though they will tear you apart. In that moment, you dedicate your entire being to bending their orbit, channeling their flow into a new direction. Wow, you won the game!
At your command, the ancient device became your instrument, spinning to life with deafening resonance and gathering up the swirling essence like thread on a great spindle. There, in the pale, pulsing glow of the machine that set you on this path long ago, you summoned all your strength, focusing on your objective and blocking out all else. With a single concussive blast that rocked the chamber and sent you tumbling to the ground, you freed the souls from their stasis. Exhausted, your consciousness slipping away, your last sight was of the machine, dark and dormant. Then your eyes closed, and sleep welcomed you at long last.
Sleep
After coming
or
to
death?
and searching for some time, you discovered the route Theos used to enter Sun and Shadow, and embarked on a long and arduous ascent back to the surface. You emerged in Ter Evron after days of tunneling through the rubble Theos had left behind, and when you stepped into the daylight, you were faced with a different Deerwood than the one you had left. At your direction, the souls diverted by Theos were guided back to the vessels originally meant for them. For the first time, parents of hollow-born children woke to the cries of their infants and looked into their eyes to see them staring back. People fell to their knees where they stood, thanking Helia or Mogren or even Aethys for their forgiveness of whatever guilt they felt they bore. But for all the relief that had come to some parents, others only found new grief. For many thousands of Hollowborn had died during Wide One's legacy, many by their parents' own hands. For those children, there would be no homecoming. Yet the last Hollow birth was in the past now, and those parents willing to risk trying for a new child were frequently rewarded, often with twins.
Wow.
Many felt they saw Helia's hand in it, and the year would be remembered as the year of Helia's splendor. It is said that Galawain is the enforcer of the gods, and is known to hunt down those who wrong them. To wrong Galawain, then, is truly to wake the beast, and the father of monsters took great umbrage at your broken promise to him. Along with Mogren and Abidan, Galawain embarked upon a more direct approach.
Oh, they were the ones who wanted me to do it.
In the months that followed,
Shit.
the frontier settlements of Deerwood were inexplicably attacked
It
by
was the
packs
gods.
of beasts and monsters, suddenly organized and unafraid to approach Kith on their own land. Many such villages were all but destroyed by the time troops could be
Also,
dispatched
thanks for the
from
raid,
local
Galaxian
garrisons.
Gamers. Hi.
Those that weren't destroyed by the beasts of Galawain often found themselves at the mercy of the fires of Mogren. A dry spell throughout Deerwood led to a rash of forest fires on a scale not seen since the War of Black Trees, and many settlements paid the price for their proximity to the wilderness. In the cities, meanwhile, dabblers in animancy who had placed souls into golems and other moving vessels soon found that their creations had risen up against them. Such constructs terrorized their surroundings, killing indiscriminately and often in great numbers before being subdued. Though you had killed Lord Radric in his throne room, so strong was his drive to rid his land of Eothasians that he returned to life as a death guard,
Jesus
a
Christ.
deathless crusader for his brutal cause. With the remains of his humanity stripped away, Radric came to see all the people of Gilded Vale as worshippers of Eothas, and one day he led his forces into the village personally to see them all purged from his lands. Gilded Vale was left a hollow shell, its buildings ruined, and its people slaughtered. Even travelers and would-be squatters knew better than to take refuge inside its borders. Lord Radric returned to Radric's Hold, where he remained, keeping eternal watch over his barren domain.
Oh yeah, you didn't do
Following
that
the
quest.
assassinations of
Oh,
Duke Avar
no.
Wolfgren and Lady Webb, Defiance Bay was thrown into political upheaval. In the ensuing weeks, the streets had become the domain of looters and blackguards. Few dared to step outside their own doors alone or unarmed. But once the dozens had regrouped in the wake of the riots, they quickly put an end to the criminal activity, patrolling the streets in droves and administering their brand of law on any perceived offenders. They also took the opportunity to depose the weakened Knights of the Crucible from their position of authority, branding them traitors to the people for their actions during the riots. Whatever knights weren't stoned to death in front of their keep were forced into exile. The external contingent of knights stationed at Fleetbreaker Castle would remain there, their high justice plotting the city's recapture. The dozens would soon find themselves overwhelmed by the problems of a leaderless metropolis, and in the days and months ahead, Defiance Bay remained on the brink of collapse.
Man, we should have left everyone
Though the
happy.
machine atop Ter Noaneth had been disabled, it had not seen its last use.
Oh no.
Heritage Hill was rebuilt, and no sooner had the first families moved in to resettle the district than members of the Leaden Key, acting under standing orders from their Grand Master, climbed the tower and reactivated the machine. The initiates slew a handful of the new settlers under cover of night, and watched as history repeated itself, the victims reanimating and devouring the survivors. After this second incident, the district would remain abandoned. The Duke's assassination at the apparent hands of an Animancer had caused catastrophic rioting in the streets of Defiance Bay, and few Animancers survived the first day. Many Deerwoodans took the end of Widewind's legacy as a sign, both that the gods did not approve of animancy, and that the purging of Animancers in Defiance Bay had been enough to satisfy them. In time, their rage would subside, and a number of surviving Animancers remained in and around Defiance Bay, often taking to the wilds to practice their science without repercussions. Maneha never found the Salt Well, but she found a kind of peace in her duties as a gift-bearer, and in the ebb and flow of her journeys. As she traveled and accepted burdens from Andra's supplicants, she saw in their eyes a kind of peace that she had not previously noticed. It was faith, not that Andra had freed them of their pain, guilt, and regret, but that she would, a little more each year. With that realization, Maneha learned to accept that Andra's ways were as gradual as they were inexorable. The rejuvenation of Cadnua was a short-lived endeavor. While the rise of a new master had presented new hopes of the keep being restored to its former glory, time proved otherwise. Plans for maintenance of the structure
Oh,
were
no.
postponed time and time again.
Yeah, back to
until
whispering.
ultimately they were scrapped altogether, their master's priorities lying elsewhere. Pallegina had missed the opportunity to complete her mission from the Duke's Bells. The Deerwoods trade with
I
Heir
know, I didn't
Glanfath
do
remained
jack
weak,
shit.
but the Valian republics were unable to enter Glenfathan markets. For her repeated insubordination and loss of lucrative trade, Pallegina was cast out of the Brotherhood of Five Sons. She traveled north of the Eastern Reach, where she
Nuh-uh,
tried
you
to
saved
avoid trouble as a
Alaf.
caravan
True.
guard, but she could not escape the strange looks and unwanted attention her appearance brought. Adair chose not to return home. Still conflicted as to his role in the Saints' War and unsure of his place in the Deerwood, he took a ship to Adir and reunited with his parents. There, he resumed the quiet lifestyle he had grown accustomed to in his years as a farmhand in Gilded Vale. When the dust settled in Sun and Shadow, Aloth looked upon the remains of Theos Ixarchanon, his former master. He saw where the Grand Master had gone wrong and what would be required to undo the harm Theos had wrought. With a flick of his wrist, he burned Theos's robe, headdress, and every other symbol of the man's power. Never again, he vowed, should Kith live in fear and blind obedience to an authority they did not understand. Armed with the knowledge and courage he had gained on his journeys with the Watcher, he set out on the long and lonely task of dismantling the Leaden Key.
Lonely?
With the Watcher's goals accomplished and his own vows fulfilled,
Oh no.
Kanarua sailed back toward Rawatai, thinking on the lessons his travels had provided him. By the time he landed at Tekoa, he understood what his path must be. Standing before the Lore College, Kanarua explained that the tablet he sought had been destroyed, and so a true interpretation of the Tonvi Oratoa could no longer exist. The people of Rawatai would have to create their own. He described the many strange things he had seen in his travels, and announced his intent to pursue the accumulation of knowledge abroad, seeking answers to new questions. True to his word, Kana soon set sail on yet another expedition, and in Tekoa, his passionate accounts inspired many to follow in his footsteps. With Theos defeated and the souls released from Sun and Shadow, healthy children were born once again in the Deerwood. The grieving mother sought a place where she might do penance for the birthing bell. She returned to Deerford, where, to the astonishment of the villagers, she delivered the first healthy child in over a decade. She remained there, and with each new birth, she saw a measure of hope restored to the Deerwood, and a measure of grace for her own troubled past. Durrance continued to blame Woodica for the atrocities of the Saints' War. Believing Magrin to have been a pawn in the machinations of the Queen that was, and feeling that Theos's expulsion had been a step towards reconciliation with his goddess, Durrance tried for a time to reopen communication with her. When only silence came, he took it as a condemnation of his continued existence. Ultimately, he built a pyre and threw himself upon it,
Oh my god.
using his own shattered staff as kindling. You and Sagani never found Persoc together. The Adra figurine had gone dark by the time they emerged from Sun and Shadow, and it was another month before Sagani finally accepted that Persoc's trail had gone cold again. Her search took her beyond the Deerwood and as far as the Living Lands. She saw the great coastal cities of Rawatai and the ruins of Old Valia, absorbing the details of these strange and distant lands.
GG, we ruined
20
everyone's
years
life.
passed before the Adra figurine finally glowed again. When it did, she followed its signal to a quiet hamlet on the outskirts of Adir. There, she met a young farmer and told her of her past as an elder of Masuk. Sagani returned to a village that had forgotten her face, but remembered her story. Masuk greeted her with cautious warmth, and Sagani found that their ways had become strange to her. She also learned that Kalu had perished of winter fever a few years before, and her middle child, Najuo, had died in a raid. But she found her daughter Yakona a hunter and mother of 3, and her son Malak a builder of mighty walls. In them, she came to find her place in the village, and the familiar contours of a world that had changed in her absence. For you, the death of Theos brought an end to your waking visions, and a silence to the whispers of the past. In their absence, you were able to sleep. The questions of a distant lifetime ceased to trouble your soul. All that remained was what to make of the answer. But at the moment, there was little to be done, and the matter would have to wait. A long journey loomed ahead, made no easier by your decision to bring an infant to Sun and Shadow.
What? What? Where'd the baby come from? Hello? Hello? Where'd the baby come from? I mean, here's the thing. I stole a baby, but... Yeah, but is that the baby I brought? I'm gonna speed these up. How fast can they go? Oh, hell yeah, bitch. Oh my god. Oh my god! I hope you didn't want to read these. You were supposed to be benevolent, right? So... Here's the problem. I didn't do all of the side quests. So I think what I want to do is go back to an earlier save. And do some other stuff? I'm fucking dying, to be honest. Me too. What did I do? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm laughing pretty hard too. Does the continue button still work? I don't know. Finish the side quest, finish DLC, endless paths. Yeah. Should I just go back to where I started this all? Or should I go here? I might as well just go back to Galloway's Maw, where I started stream. This stream never happened. This stream didn't happen. It was all in your imagination. What a nightmare! Restart, roll a new character. God, no, please. Okay. Fuck that. I have so many quests to do still. Superman fly the world back into time. Okay. So, where do we begin? Restart at Candlekeep. The DLC, you think? I mean, I have a lot of shit I have to do. I didn't realize how much I didn't do and how fast that ending would hit me. I mean, that was fast. Also, now I remember.
So, do you have feathers everywhere?
It's Josie.
You know, does your tiara match your tail feathers?
We're about to find out if your viscera match your fur.
Forget I said anything. I rather value my viscera.
Use a save game editor and check the storylines you want.
Sure.
Okay. Let's... I never even went to Old Songs Past, did I? What's this way? What's this way? Or did I? Is that the other place? I don't know, but... Big oof at myself. But now I know. Northweld. I needed to go here for something, I think. But yeah, now I know what happens when I don't do all of the side quests. Radical. And now I'm back to my monkey son. Storytime stream, reading all the quest log. God. What is this? The inscriptions on this altar, almost unreadable under a layer of thick moss, pay homage to Hylia. Okay. I won't steal her shit then. Broken spear? The spear broken in half has ornate Glenfathen etchings along the two halves of its shaft. The wet wood shows dents stained green with moss, probably from impacts against the river's rocks. But it's glowing bawoo, I know. I know. It is glowing. And it is bawoo. Out of curiosity, how many promises to the gods did you make? I think I only made the one. That I would strengthen the souls. Which then I did not do. Because I forgot. I remembered I promised somebody, but I couldn't remember who. Which is the problem. Well, this cat gotta go to bed. Okay, good night, Bleach Black Cat.
Got him!
Die!
But yeah, that was a problem. Forgetting that I made a promise to the gods. I mean, can you blame me? It's been days. Days! How am I supposed to remember that? I can't even remember things that happened yesterday. Bah-humbug, gods don't even exist anyway. True, but they got real upset at me. God sends beasts to consume the inhabitants of fringe settlements. No, please, I forgot. Forgive me. Yeah. I forgot. Please, I forgot it. I'm so forgetful. Haha. Isn't that endearing? It's not. Whoa. A lurker. Another wind blade. This man just say a woo? It can be if it doesn't lead to innocent deaths. True. So in this case, it wasn't endearing. Smiles. Especially not to the dear Woodens. Ha ha ha. Oh. Big kitty. Oh yeah, didn't that one guy die here? There's that one guy and the other guy. And the guy was like, nah, he just decided to abandon the tribe because he didn't get the first hit. Haha. Don't ask how I remember that, but I only remembered after seeing the Stelgar. Yeah, okay, there's a spirit there. That'll help me. Oh, I made this kitty my friend and now he's killing his family. Slaughter. Hey. Over a ground hardened by dry blood and stomped leaves, the corpse of a giant Stelgar crawls with flies. Its flesh has been pierced and cut as if stabbed by spears and slashed by swords. You touch the dead Stelgar's flank, a cloud of flies stirs into the air, and suddenly you feel the creature's remaining essence. The world around fades away. Barf. All the things to of all the things to randomly remember, right? This is just how my memory works. I can't explain it. I remember random shit like this, but I can't remember who told me, yeah, please strengthen the souls of the dear Woodens when you get there. I'm terrible. The pack rests, rocks shelter the young, full bellies. You turn away and look beyond the trees. The moon breaks over their swaying canopy. A scent in the air stirs a tingling in your mouth. You slide into the shadows, the taste of hunt filling your nostrils. Light shines onto the stones by the water that falls. Prey down below. Two-legged, hair like dry grass. It moves near the water that flows. Thin legs, slow, noisy, unaware. It holds a sharp stick. Two-legged hunter, weak hunter. Prey. Closer. Prey. Bright moon. Prey. Into the dark. Pain. Pain on your side. A sharp stick pokes out of your flank. You roar and shake it. It snaps, breaking into the stones. Wet stones. Your blood. Leaves rustle. You look. Another two-legged. Another hunter. Thick legs. Silent steps. Stripped face. Strong hunter. Enemy. You leap, aiming at its neck. It moves. Fast. Your claws find flesh, ripping it deep, ripping it down. Wet leaves. Two-legged blood. It howls. It fights back. Long claws cut through the air. They slash at your flesh. More pain. Sharp pain. You strike. It strikes. Hot blood on your claws. Hot cuts on your chest. The world goes red. Your strength fails. You can't breathe. The two-legged hunter looks down. Wet ground. Our blood. Sharp stick above its head. Bright moon above its head. Strong hunter. The world goes dark. So... oh. His body's down there. Cool. Cool. I'll get back to it, I guess. But I also want to look at other things. Oh. Lurker! Also, apologies to any lurkers in chat. This is not what I think of you. I appreciate you. As someone who normally lurks in streams, I understand. Oh, cave? Don't go in cave. Must go look at body. I got a young bear. I leave young bear alone until it attacks me. Then it's fair game. Oh, he's down there. I gotta get down even further. Okay. I'm both a talker and a lurker. I often have your stream on in the background when I do other stuff. Yeah. Which is fine. Oh, I don't want to attack the young bear. It's just chilling. It is just chilling, my dude. Why not pay one of your viewers to play through the game and finish all the side quests? They might even volunteer as unpaid interns, because that's not the point. The point is I'm supposed to play this game. This leather pack, its belongings wash down the current of the river, gleams like a wet rock. Wet rock.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Sacre! Where they be?
Nice. Whoop. Nope, just give me the loot. Nope, just give me the loot. This boot lies half buried in mud on the riverbank, as if it had been flushed from upstream. Oh,
Let's go.
God, there's so many of these swamp lurkers lurking by the swamp. It's not even a swamp, it's a river. Aloth killed the swamp lurker like right before I went into a frenzy. Hey,
Tried
man.
to pet a Stelgar once. Similar outcome.
Oh my god, Edder! Beneath the raging waterfall, the corpse of an elven Glenfathen hunter lies shattered against the rocks. Broken bones protrude through its skin, but you also notice deep parallel cuts in its rotting flesh. The slashes trace almost every part of the body, as if it had been ravaged by a dozen blades. This man probably died before his fall from the cliffs above. You touch the dead elf's forehead, droplets of water glistening down its purple surface, and feel a sudden jolt from the hunter's lingering essence. The world around you fades away. You're walking among the underbrush without making a sound. Moonlight catches sight of your arms, shining them pale, but you quickly dart again into the shadows of the giant trees of the Northweald. Your blood brother is not so deft as you expected. Look at him, frail, unaware. He doesn't deserve to share the glory of this hunt. It's been countless seasons since a Stelgar like this one, twice the size of its lesserkin, has roamed the forest near Twin Elms. Hi, Marcia! Hi, baby. Arthwin fell for the trick. You almost feel pity for him, but you've convinced yourself he'd only get in the way once the killing begins. He'll be safer by the river, expecting that we'll flank the Stelgar when it comes out to drink. But this kill will be only yours. The Stelgar is larger than you imagined. It stands without fear atop the waterfall's ridge, its silhouette cutting a monstrous hole against the mantle of the night sky. A beast of legend, a true hunter. I almost read this as manlet, and I don't know why. I'm sorry. Your hand tightens around the shaft of your father's spear. The weight feels balanced, just right as you prepare the throw. You put everything into it. The spear flies true and hits its mark. The Stelgar didn't even hear a sound. Its blood spills bright on the rocks, yet it stands unfazed. Marcia, too. She stands unfazed. The beast pounces. Moonlight shines over its great fangs. Your hands draw your blades without a second thought as you lunge forward to meet this monster. It's fast. It's ripping your flesh apart. You stab at the darkness engulfing you, deep, again and again, but there's no slowing its embrace. Come on, Marshy. Come here. Yes, hi, Marshy. Hi, baby. Oh, I know. I know. Hi, baby. Authentic Stelgar sounds. Huh, Marshy? Is that what they sound like? Do they say meow? Yes, hi. Huh, Marshy? Yes, hi, baby. What have you been doing? Huh? She's really whacking me with her tail. Huh? What you smacking me for? Oh, despite the totally not depressing downer of an ending, how did you enjoy the overall Pillars of Eternity experience? I think a common criticism of the game from casual and hardcore RPG fans is that the story is interesting, but the storytelling is excessive and bloated, i.e. the wordy writing. I would agree with that. As someone with a super short attention span, when it gets really wordy, I start to, like, zone out. Which is, that's just, my attention span isn't made for stuff that's like, it hits you with all the information at once. So, but I do enjoy it. How did you manage to play through Torment then, lol? Good question. She played Torment? Yeah, I did. I did. I mean, I feel like there was a difference in writing style, but there were also parts of Torment where I felt like I was zoning out. It just wasn't as much. Torment is pretty exhausting at times, even for someone who likes reading. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Marcia! Sorry, she pressed the button. Oh, baby. Fast mode activated.
Eyes open.
Yes, Marshmallow. I heard the argument is that Torment was more intriguing and mystifying, like you were being teleported to a new world, whereas Pillars was more fantasy generic, but read really wordy.
That's it!
Yeah. I also feel like the main story of Torment stuck out as like this is main story stuff. And then, you know, side story stuff felt like this is side story stuff. Whereas with this, I'm like, oh shit, is that main story stuff? Like, I don't know.
Kinda stuck over here.
That's it!
I feel like Pillars started strong, but it felt like it kind of dragged on. But that could be attributed to the wordy writing at times, I suppose. Yeah. I tried to get into Tides of Numawawa, but whoop. But woof. The opening was just pages and pages of words. I mean, my brain can't handle.
Will be made on
Oh god. Aloth, I'm gonna need a few fireballs, I think.
Ah, thank
Die!
I'll take another fireball. But yeah, it's not like long RPGs aren't my thing because I've been playing Persona, so obviously I enjoy a long RPG, but
That's it!
Tides of Numenera, it's the spiritual sequel to Planescape Torment. It sort of went under the radar. Okay, it was submerged under the radar, probably because it was too wordy. I see. Yoink, give me all that loot.
Keeping an eye out.
Sure.
Exceptional Club, Sneak Boots. Okay. Okay. Also, sorry if my tone has changed. I have a cat laying on me. She is laying on me, so I can't yell anymore. Or I would hurt her ears. Oh, baby. Yeah. She says purr 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 purr. Oh god, not more beetles. Beetles. If they were real beetles, I could just get my cats to eat them.
Enough.
No, don't attack
Kinda
me.
stuck over here.
Pulled out my gun. Oh, bless you. Yeah, I'm kidding.
That didn't work!
Let's go.
This is
Let's go.
Roak 10.
I am just on fire. Marsha, I'm on fire.
I have. Die!
Who keeps making it our friend? Because that's good. That's some good stuff. When the dragon is your friend.
That's it!
Where they be? I have them.
Okay. Whew. Oh, are you leaving already? Oh, okay, goodbye, Marsha. Okay, that's fine. Just kick me, why don't you?
Mm-hmm.
She did, don't worry. She kicked me. What is this? The clouds above the cliffs of the Northweld reflect on the iridescent surface of this pillar of Adra. Alright. I'm just gonna take this stuff, I guess. What is this? A winding stair hugs the cliffside, providing an impressive view as you work your way higher and higher. Not too far along the path, however, you find your progress interrupted. A large boulder appears to have fallen onto the road from somewhere up above, and now it sits squarely in your way. I'm gonna push it out of my way, but first I'll examine. The boulder is nearly flush with the cliff face, preventing you from passing by on that side. Along the edge of the cliff, however, there's a narrow space just wide enough to follow across to the other side. The boulder's landing has crushed the steps beneath it, however. I'm gonna push it. Who will clear the way? Me. You heave at the boulder, putting all your strength behind the action. The boulder slides and rolls haltingly across the cracked steps, then plunges over the side and away. Hell yeah. You hear the echoing clatter of the rocks tumbling down the side of the cliff. The sound seems to stir something overhead. A shadow crosses the path, quick as lightning, and vanishes before you can catch a glimpse of what has cast it. But you do see the rapidly growing silhouettes of several more rocks flung down at you from above. Oh god. Scrambling to action, the party ducks under a small rocky protrusion along the cliff face, but Aloth stumbles and is left just short of shelter. Oh, Aloth. A sudden hailstorm of fist-sized rocks and scattered debris rains down upon them. Aloth. Battered and bruised, Aloth leaps the final distance to safety. After a short while, the thundering rumble of falling stones fades away. Aloth. Your ordeal past, you continue your climb, and the rest of the journey proceeds without incident. At last, you find yourself at the base of a final twisting set of steps, above which you can see the towering pillars of Hylia's nest. Aloth always fails physical stuff, I know. Oh, Aloth. What am I gonna do with you? He's got bruised ribs and a concussion. Both make sense. Aloth. I might as well take this, even though I never make anything. Should have left the elf behind. Never. Never. Palagina, why aren't you... Okay. For some reason, she wasn't in the selection, which is weird. Oh! The South Curtain Wall is finally, completed. Good. Give me my towers back. Ooh, the edges of the bones are brittled and blackened. Oh no. Oh no, is there a dragon up here? Ah, fuck! Ah, shit, dude!
I rather hoped we'd be sneaking up on it.
Oh. As you reach the summit of the mountain, a gust of wind stirs the air. You hear a noise like the snapping of sails, and the sky is briefly blotted out. A dragon lands before you, shaking the ground beneath your feet. It draws itself up to its full height and spreads its wings, bearing your passage. Its neck, its back, and the ridge of its spine are covered with magnificent plumage. Huh. It hisses at you, and while the sound is unlike any language you've ever heard, the beast's meaning is utterly clear.
Vermin invading my nest, threatening my hatchling. You shall feed my young.
A small worm crouches in the corner of the temple behind the dragon. You have young here?
I will protect my last hatchling to the death, and that death will be yours, rodent.
Well, Hyla is the goddess of motherhood, actually.
And of the sky and all winged creatures. Even my kind know of her.
Is that why you came here?
I came to care for my remaining hatchling. My kind requires territory. Few places are safe for our young. This is a lesson that cost me the rest of my brood.
Oh. Dragon runs a forked tongue over teeth the size of short swords. A chunk of flesh is lodged between two of its cuspids. Cool. Yeah, fuck it, you can stay.
So be it. Go then, and with my thanks.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, why would I care? Can you pet the sky dragon? Also, I'm gonna save, because I want to just, like... it counts as stealing, huh? Well, see ya. Bye, girl. I'll just leave you here. Bye. I gotta go. Okay. All right. But what about killing dragon achievements? No, that's fine. No, that's okay. Oh, I can go back to... Okay, where is... Is First Fired's where I want to go? For Eder. Where do I need to go for Eder? Can you go? It says I can go. I am here? Hello? Ah. Hello? This is where... It's the Valiant Embassy, right? Wait, let me look. Oh god. Fragments of a Scattered Faith. The Records Archive. Where is it, actually? The Ducal Palace. Okay. The Ducal Palace, actually. So this one. I want to help Eder. Especially now that I think I'm a hero. Here. Yeah, I'm a hero. I'm a hero. They gotta let me see it now. They just gotta. Technically, I'm a hero. Knock, knock, let me in. Smiles? Okay. Okay. Come on, he's gotta let me see this time. Hey. 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 You.
Good day, stranger.
Aha! For the first time, he turns his full attention towards you, and his eyes flicker in recognition. Of course, that policy is for the general public. Exceptions can be made for those who have already proven their worth. Ha 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 ha. He looks up at a shelf and withdraws a thick volume, shifting a layer of dust aside with his hand. The rosters are in the front, the inventories of the dead in the back. He passes it into Edder's outstretched hands. Edder leafs through the book for some time anxiously, running his thick farm hands fingers over page after page of names. At last his hand stops, his finger just below one name.
Woden Talesh, died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relog. Blazing Glanfather names, I swear.
You and me both, Edder.
Rayet Saris?
He stops short, his eyes bulging. They scan back and forth, over and over.
I'll be the effigy. He fought for Rayet Saris. Why'd he fight for Rayet Saris?
He stares at the page, his jaw agape before suddenly looking up at you. I don't know. Neither do I, but he had to have had a good reason. That's just who he was.
We gotta go there. That battlefield. Clea, the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw. And who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. I mean, worth trying, right?
I'll help you any way I can.
I appreciate that. I wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
I certainly might. Cool. Cool. We should probably rest first, though, because Aloth has a concussion and some bruised ribs. And he's just not feeling it. So, is there... No, the Crucible Keep. I guess we'll just go somewhere else? Okay. So he wants to go where? This place. Okay. We'll stop by Caed Nua. Because I can sleep here. For free. Oh. Brutish warrior was en route to Caed Nua but was accosted by brigands on the road and had to flee. Consider raising your security to ensure the safety of travelers. Shut up. Shut up. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Better indeed.
Fuck it, we can sleep here. Yeah, because my curio shop is down too.
Sorry if I was a little tactless before. About your being a watcher. I didn't really understand what was involved. Is it hard, hearing the spirits all the time?
You're asking if I've cracked yet. It can get a little overwhelming. Well, you needn't soften your words on my account if it ever gets to be too much. We'll find the means to cure you, Barbell. You have my word on that. Sorry I made him suddenly have a drawl. He's not supposed to. Oh yeah, I have the lady in the dungeon, don't I? Oh, and I have to fight that war! Oh, right. Right. Let's do it! Excellent. Morale is high and the troops are eager to follow you to glory. Are you certain you wish to march? Yeah, fuck it. As you command, I'll march the army to Yenwood Field. Will you be accompanying us? Yep, let's go. Am I gonna regret this? Am I gonna regret this? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Uh-oh. Any marchers? Hi, Kuroshi! Kuroshi, you will be pleased to know that I have added an Ayaya emote. So, enjoy it. Since you'll probably be one of the only ones using it. I did it, finally. It only took me how long? Oh god, as you crest, it talks, yeah! Hell yeah. It's cute! Did you build up your army for this? Well... Sure. Sure. The dozens never let me talk about it to them, but they're my only ally. Of the, like, 3, so... You don't need an army, you got 6 characters! Also, yeah. I'll be fine. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Gathman's army is a flurry of activity, scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance, you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence designed to intimidate their foes while organizing the rank and file into formations. Marshal Forwyn approaches. You've arrived just in time. Lord Gathman's forces are beginning to move. An attack is imminent. Inspect my forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the army, but veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk amongst the young, unseasoned warriors, offering advice or the occasional joke. They cheer, striking sword to shield as you pass, in thunderous approval of their lord. Thank you. Some marksmen from the dozens, make final preparations for the upcoming battle. They collectively sing a bawdy tavern song as they meticulously clean arquebuses nearly as tall as a man. So then they're taller than me. You pass a group of crag ogres working themselves into a frenzy. They carve jagged wounds across each other's chest and back, their war cries echoing throughout the camp. Your troops give them a wide berth. They're like, oh, let's stay far away from the ogres, okay? They're wild. Any idea what Gathman's planning? Marshal Forwyn strokes his chin. His ultimate objective is to face you in battle and to be seen defeating you. I doubt he's foolish enough to challenge you to single combat, of course. I really need a haircut. I can already almost do the emo hair flip. Oh, hell yeah. My hair is getting to be mermaid hair again, which means soon I will be able to cover my chest with my hair, which is great. Sound the horn. It's time to finish this. Marshal Forwyn begins barking orders and your troops quickly form up. Gathman's army follows suit as Adiran war drums echo across the field. Within a few moments, the marshal raises a brass horn in the visage of a mighty boar to his lips. He looks at you expectantly. For Caed Nua, send these Adiran dogs to Bareth. Tonight the ravens will feast on our enemies while we drink, fuck, and revel in glorious victory. Raise your weapon above your head and scream at the top of your lungs or nod. Well, interesting. 3? You want 3? Stoic nod. Nodders. I mean, I was just gonna scream. Straight up return to monkey. Primate triumph. I like it. I mean... yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding weapons to shield as the marshal's horn sounds. Actually, 4 is even more return to monkey. But whatever. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as your archers unleash a hail of arrows at Gathman's army. The missiles hiss through the air with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. In a bold move, Gathman points his sword towards your position, giving an unheard order. His infantry, shields raised, charge the field! Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry in the center of the field. The cacophonous sounds of metal on metal is nearly deafening as the two forces collide. The fighting is fierce and the screams of the dying numerous. Led by veteran warriors rallied to your cause, the troops fight valiantly and appear to be holding their ground. The battle thus far appears to be a stalemate. Then, a group of Adiran battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin waving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt among your troops. The acrid smell of smoke and burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. Hey, that's cheating! From the left flank, a unit of Ruatai berserkers, clad in plate armor and wielding greatswords, begins to collapse the left side of the line. The ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. Meanwhile, bleak walker paladins, dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield, stride back and forth behind Gathman's lines, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight harder. As the battle rages, Marshal Forwin looks to you for orders. Oof. We need to deal with those battle mages. Nods stoically. Nods. I would deal with the mages, because mages are... they're squishy, but they do a lot of damage. But they're squishy. I'm gonna study the battlefield. Your troops fight bravely, and your lines are holding for the moment. Gathman's army is slowly pushing you back, and casualties are mounting. Defeat is likely. I'm gonna take out the mages. What's your plan, Lord Barbell? Ooh, ogres or the dozens? Do we shoot them? Or do we send the ogres? Smash, ogre, squish. Okay. Ogres, go. I wonder what happens if you do nothing. Well, they said I was losing. The Crag Ogres charge the Gathman lines in a blood frenzy. Using their size, many of the ogres leap over the enemy line, ignoring grievous wounds. While many fall, nearly a dozen reach the battle mages. A high-pitched scream permeates the din of battle as you see an unarmed ogre lift one of the mages overhead and rip him in two. Shortly after, the magical barrage against your army ceases. For some reason. We don't know why. As the battle rages, Marshal Forwin looks to you for orders. Let's see now. Your troops... defeat is still likely. Okay. Berserkers. The Bleak Walkers. Two pieces of mage should be 2 fireballs. Yes, ogre logic. I'm gonna take out the Berserkers. What unit should I send? Well, we're gonna shoot them. The Arquebusiers... Arquebusiers? I don't know. Quickly form a line and unleash a salvo of gunfire on the charging Berserkers. Bullets tear through their plate armor and the Berserkers fall by the score. By the time the Berserkers realize the danger and attempt to charge the gunmen, another volley rips most of them to pieces. Those left standing quickly retreat. While the line has held, you spot dozens of your troops killed by the gunfire. Ooh. Cool. Victory is within my grasp. Well, there's nothing I can send to them. So, everyone charge! Thank you for the follow. As the remainder of your forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance. A new contingent of warriors crests a nearby hill. As Gathman's reinforcements charge headlong into the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. Jesus Christ. The new arrivals quickly join Gathman's forces on the field. As the battle rages, your forces are clearly winning the day. Gathman's army begins to collapse. Hell yeah, bitch. Bleak bonkers. Barbell, Lord Gathman strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. I'll not have you take this victory from me. It's time I put you down like the dog you are. Point at him to make a throat-slicing gesture. Point your weapon at him. Thank you for the follow. Salute him with your weapon. Nah, here I am. Let's finish this, bish. Where you at, bitch? I'm coming for you. You still got battle mages? Where is he? Where is he? I don't see him. Well. By the mage? Oh, there he is. He's almost dead already. I think the mage hit him. Haha, idiot. Dummy. Idiot. The mage hit him with the lightning bolt. You fucking idiot. Fucking dummy. Ow. You rude bitch. I'm gonna roar. And where are you, my dear? Rar. Rar XD. You know what I'm about to do. My computer's gonna explode when I do this. Hell yeah, bitch. He's terrified, but he did it. Hell yeah, bitch. And now, the bees! Yes! Yes! Did I get him? No, he's still alive. Catboy MVP. He is! I never appreciated druids before. But he's OP as hell. I mean, look at that lightning. How many? All we gotta do is take this man down. Oh. Exploded. Hell yeah, bitch. Ogre, are you gonna help me? Yay! Thank you! Aloth over here going, where's that page? Drew just going, ooga chaka, boom boom. Ooga chaka.
Need to try something else.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Woo! Woo! We did it! Lord Gathman lies dead before you, his army scattered, bloodied and exhausted. Your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high in victory, chanting your name. Barbell! 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 Yay! I win! Oh, here comes my son. Did you like his to catch up to me? Holding the hem of his robe as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Warren approaches you. Although his face is pale and he looks as if he'll be sick at any moment, he forces a smile. Well, yeah, look at all the dead bodies around here. Of course he's gonna be sick. Lady Barbell, while I'm grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable so many lives were lost in the process. Gathman should have just been reasonable from the start. He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against a severed head. I can't believe you brought your son to this carnage. He loved it. He's a mushroom. He loved it. Mushroom monkey. In any event, as the legal arbiter of Earl Batamar, I'm here to inform you that you've been declared a Thanu of Deerwood, and Caed Nua has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you may have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to your rightful lord, Earl Batamar. Yeah, okay. I guess. Yeah, sounds reasonable. Well, I've done all the work and I'll keep all the taxes. Look, I don't need the taxes. Okay? I'm fine. Sounds reasonable. It appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if he steps in a pile of entrails with a wet squish as he turns to leave. On second thought, I'll come and visit you. Yes, perhaps in a year or 3. Lady Barbell, it's been an honor to serve you. I'll be making my way back to Garen's Grasp. The Earl has some urgent business for me there, unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself that far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade war stories with you over a cup or 2. He grasps your hand briefly in a firm grip, then turns on his heel. Bye, can I please collect the loot? Thank God. Oh, achievement unlocked. The heir of Caed Nua. Give me all this junk. Give me all this junk. Nothing new to report. But now it's mine. It's mine. Great success. Sure. Give me the loot, and then I can sell this. And I can keep all of this money. Did that... one of these men have cocoa on him? Ooh, Gathbin family signet. I want to see it. Okay, here we go. Lord's authority. 1 per stronghold turn. Do you already know what you're going to play after PoE? I'm probably going to play PoE 2. Probably. While it's still fresh in the brain. And so I can finally romance Aloth. Probably. But we'll see. +5 might resolve. Immunity to charm dominated for 30 seconds. 1 stronghold turn. Peepo shy. Gauntlets of Ogre Might. Oh, +2 might. I wish it stacked. I wish it would stack. That would be so great. Aloth? Ooh. No, let's not be hasty. Let's not let horniness affect decision making. Why not? Why not? That's just how I make decisions. Okay, let's see. Is there any other loot around here? Loot? 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 No. No more loot. Okay. I guess I'll leave. Back to Caed Nua. Lewd. Yeah. Lewd. Nodders. Oh, by the way, Kuroshi, we actually did finish this game, but because I didn't do all the side quests and stuff, it was a really bad ending. So, I went back. I turned back time. So benevolent, huh? Just stealing their stuff and leaving them naked on the battlefield? I mean, does the reputation lie? Smiles? Ethic Knoll. Which one's Ethic Knoll? Yes, it does. I see. Ethic Knoll. I'm a troublemaker. Oh, Wait. I know why. Never mind. Just kidding. It's because I murdered. Don't worry about it. Terror overwhelmingly bad. Yeah, that one I know. Because I murdered them at every opportunity. The Doementals. They can suck it. Suck it. Wait, what am I doing? I want to go to the dungeons to see if I can talk to the lady. And then come back up here and judge her, probably. Judge her. Oh. Hello, jailer. Someone has traced a mural of spirals and stars in something that looks and smells like excrement. Cool. I don't see her in here.
Good day to you.
Greetings, m'lady. I'm here to maintain the cells for you. Should you take any prisoners in your travels, I'll make sure they're tended to as you see fit. Do you have any instructions for me? What do you want done with these prisoners? Nothing. Flog them regularly. No, we'll just go the darkest dungeon route and make them flagellate themselves. Smiles. Hey. My lady! Whoop. I have heard terrible things. I worried you would not return. Is it true that there are riots in Defiance Bay and that Avar Wolfgren has been slain? Nod. Darkest Dungeon next? Hell no. I've just watched some Darkest Dungeon streams. Nod. How terrible, but I'm glad that you were unharmed, my lady. I can only hope the city recovers. What's the state of the keep? Ah, where to begin? Let's see here. Okay. I don't know if I want to release her. I don't know that I just want to, like, release her, though. I swear I did something for the warden, though.
Bet?
Send her into the endless path so if she gets to the end, she can leave. Also, this giant hand terrifies me. It's terrifying. I'm afraid to see what's at the bottom of the endless paths. I'm terrified. There isn't a bottom, duh. It's endless. But, there's something in there. There's a master below. And where would they be but not the bottom? Hey, I think I did something.
Hail, traveler.
Oh yeah, here. Bounty Hunter! Achievement unlocked. Whew, smells as bad as he looked. Good work. Here's the bounty. Thank you. There's probably nothing snake oil salesman, I'm sure. Anything else? Oh. A couple of big names on here this time around. There's Dareth Grimalt, the Vampire, and this priest the Crucible Knights are after. Also have a bounty for the Green Death, and this last one's from the Glenfathens at Ibril's Well. Seems they're after a looter. Daroth Grimald's some kind of rabble-rouser, fancies himself a visionary. Thing is, they've tried killing him before, it didn't stick. Now this vampire set up some kind of cult in the catacombs beneath the Copper Lane district in Defiance Bay. The Ducal Palace wants him removed. Permanently. Okay. Thorfinn, a high priest of the Scattered God, has been desecrating gravesites all over Deerwood. No idea what he's looking for, but he and his men killed a squad of Crucible Knights sent to stop him, and now they want his head. The last known sighting was in the Eastern Wood, because it's not east, whatever. What's the Green Death? Some alchemist in Mercy Vale wants the head of Glassdial the Troll, also known as the Green Death. The fellow didn't say what he wanted it for, only that he's willing to pay very well. If that suits you, I suggest you look for Glassdial in Le Arimen. Who are the Glenfathens after? Songsmith Roska, a Norway chanter. She and her associates have been looting Angwithan ruins, and the Glenfathens at Ibril's Well want her to pay for her crimes, and they'll pay us to see it done. Roska has a camp outside of Clyaban Rilog. Cool. Cool. The towers are done. Yes, bitch. Oh, and to the waterline. Cool. A Ruatai merchant ship was sunk by Adiran pirates off the eastern coast of Raedaceris. Before the ship collapsed into the waves, the pirates made off with a variety of precious treasures, many of which were experimental animancy implements or nautical devices intended for Defiance Bay and Spirento. The concerned would-be recipients of the cargo are discreetly inquiring about potential help. Their hope is to recover the shipments before the pirates learn of the value of what they've taken. Okay. Big lady. Big lady. Okay. Let's get some more. What's the best spice and why is it cayenne pepper? I don't like spice. I'm a baby. I am a baby and spice hurts me. It hurts me. It wounds me. I'll buy some barracks, sure. I don't even know what my favorite spice is. Or the best one.
The keep's coming along nicely.
Thank you, Kana. I appreciate it. But holy shit, it's 3 AM. I have to sleep. I have to sleep. I have work. This darn work thing that I do, like, every day. Work. I know. I know. It's unfortunate, but it has to happen. It has to happen. It's 3 AM. I gotta get some sleep so I don't wake up late. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. And we'll just pretend that that ending didn't happen. It didn't happen. You didn't see it. It didn't happen. It'll be better. And I'll see y'all tomorrow with probably a lot more of this. Okay? Bye-bye!